Alright, hello fellow Amazonians, welcome to this plateau. Again, this is our Major General Vela, Liberation TV. Today is a day where Mandelas are giving a Thanksgiving Requiem Mass, thanking all the people that have supported the PIN project. Want to thank you all. Mandelas also have 3 fundraising in the course of the past month. 1, the monthly regular contribution. 2, the PIN's funding, and 3, the BUI ADF emergency funds. Mandelas have done great in these 3 categories. So today we want to come and thank the Lord, to thank each and everyone that supported, to thank all the members of Mandelas that didn't sleep. Despite so many fundraising going on, but they still did the minimums and all the basic. In fact, not even the basic minimums, they did maximums. So today we are going to thank them for the job well done. And also we have breaking news coming from the British House of Lords, breaking news from America, and we have also breaking news from the Contender forces of Amazonia. I want to thank you people that are here at this point. Please share and invite. Has always been our point, our resistance, our duty, our way to support talk shows that don't ask for TV bills. This is a way to go. Thank you so much. God bless you. This is Major General Vela, the voice of Amazonia, and this is Liberation TV. Thank you so much for coming. Continue to share and invite. Again, I want to thank you people for this sharing and inviting. Please, thank you so much for doing this job. This is collective effort. The first breaking news is that the British House of Lords sat and discussed on how to suspend Cameroon from the Commonwealth of all nations. This is a breaking news. As we are speaking right now, it is hot in London. It is hot in Britain, in UK, in the Great Britain, where they are deliberating on how to sanction Cameroon. Not only to sanction Cameroon by removing Cameroon from the Commonwealth of all nations, but a possible economic sanctions as discussed with 3 countries, UK, France, and America, on how to sanction Cameroon. Remember, America is a great country of the world, and when the great country of the world discuss to sanction, all the allies are supposed to align, because America is one of the greatest countries on earth that protect the territorial integrity of so many countries, especially when they have terrorist attacks. America has always turned up with so many countries, including France, including UK. We all know that America is a superpower. We all know that whatever America cook, the country, the world is supposed to eat it. We all know that when America talks in terms of defense, in terms of collective efforts, in terms of the world power, in terms of sanctions, economic sanctions, all the countries align, because America is an ally to all these people. All these people are allied to American. So in other words, a security threat that America determined that must be dealt with, all these countries are supposed to align with America. And some people don't know. Last week, when I listened to La République, Cameroon government political platforms and TV, and so many people were giving so many advice to Cameroon government that when America starts something, you are supposed to take it very, very seriously, because America is in alliance with so many countries. China, you know, China economy today is built because of what America did to China. America take all the big companies like the Apple to China, and so many companies in China are American owned. That means that if America want to influence the activities, the socio political and economic activities of China, yes, possibly America can do it. America can do it. If America remove the Apple from China to Malawi, what do you think will happen to China? So many thousands of citizens will lost their jobs. Which means when America says something, China is supposed to listen, especially when it comes to the military power. Otherwise, just like France, we all know what happened to France in some few years, 2 years from now, where terrorist attacks in France everywhere. You know how America stood with France and gave France a lot of economic support. And today you will think that America will take a decision to sanction Cameroon economically and militarily. We know about a year ago, Cameroon was sanctioned by America, and Cameroon lost 17 billion US dollars military aid from America. That has always been given to them to fight the Boko Haram, because they discovered that most of the weapons that were given to Cameroon to fight against the Boko Haram are being used to fight against civilians. So America decided to remove that big military support, 17 billion US dollars from Cameroon military. That is the first one. And secondly, also America decided on the executive wing, because that one was on the defense, homeland security and defense, right? 17 billion gone. And then on the executive wing, because American government is structured in 3 different levels. You know, we have all been running behind the representatives of the people and from all districts and so on and so forth. And we have been running behind, you know, the Senate and the House of Assembly, the Congress. But again, the executive wing, the U.S. government is structured in 3 different layers. You have the executive wing, which is the president and the White House right there. Those of them in the White House, that's the executive wing of the U.S. government. So you have the judiciary, which is about the court, the Supreme Court, and so on and so forth. And then you have the locals, you know, the local areas, the mayors, and, you know, local schools, districts, and so on and so forth. So the executive, which is the top branch of the U.S. government, and the leadership of Donald Trump, Trump, the U.S. current president, decided to suspend Cameroon economically in the AGOA project. This is one of the major economic sanctions ever given to any African country in the history. That you will no more longer sell your petrol at no tax. Cameroon cannot more trade internationally without paying taxes. And again, you know that most of the destinations of any goods from Cameroon are going to the countries that are in alliance with America. When America suspend a country, they then work their diplomacy behind the scenes to the alliance. If we must have to keep our alliance and our support collective security, hey, listen, I have sanctioned these people. Because whenever you're going to sanction also other people tomorrow, we are going to listen and do it together. So in other words, it means that American sanction to any country has a very adverse effect to that country, because America does not joke, and Americans' allied forces are always in alliance with America in decisions that they take, because they rely on support from America. That's why America spends billions and billions, trillions of money yearly on the defense, because the defense of U.S. is not only limited to the U.S. military, but to all their alliance. Example, when they give 17 billion US dollars to Cameroon in the past years, it was part of the US military budget. So we all have to understand that is what is going on now. As we are speaking, as I'm going to bring it to you on the screen, the UK House of Lords have unanimously agreed and asked the Commonwealth of all nations to suspend Cameroon membership. This is the breaking news. Second news is just in our neighboring country, French Cameroon, where 5 officials of the top CPDM, top Cameroon government officials have lost their passport. As we are talking, there's a lot of panic in Yaoundé. Atanganyi Paul is one of the first people whose passport has been confiscated. We all know Longe is in America. He got his passport, by the way. Longe finally got his passport. But the passport of politicians that have been giving so much headache to civilians, Longe musicians and artists, journalists, A Tanganyi poll that has been pointed by America to the Cameroon government that a Tanganyi poll is one of the problems in Cameroon. Some of those 5 top CPDM Cameroon government officials, as we are talking, their passports are not with them. What we are trying possibly to know is if the passports are with Interpol. If the passports are with Interpol, you people will be surprised that Cameroon government has no clue, has no powers to where the passports are. Perhaps, probably Interpol. If people know what is Interpol, you know what we are talking about here. We are just keeping it real. This is Liberation TV, one-on-one with Major General Vela. Continue to support as I'm bringing you also another breaking news from other side before we go to the Thanksgiving, Mandela Thanksgiving today for their support. Thank you so much. God bless you. I want to thank all of you that are watching. Thank you. Here and invite, here and invite.
including France and the United.
Okay, at this time, I'm going to bring you news from the British House of Lords right now as we are talking, so that you can hear from the horse's mouth how they deliberately discuss how to sanction Cameroon. Because Cameroon has been killing our people, Amazonians. This is a big news in the century, in the life and the history of our struggle. If you don't know, you don't know. And if you want to know, stick to the news, stick to Liberation TV. We bring you news raw as it is. Please, my fellow brothers and sisters, you are welcome to this wonderful winning edition again of Liberation TV, as you are going to watch how the UK House of Lords deliberate on how to sanction Cameroon from the Commonwealth of all nations. This again is live Liberation TV, bringing this to you. Brothers and sisters, contribute by sharing, contribute by inviting, contribute by sharing and inviting this broadcast to everyone, your family, your everyone that you know, your groups, your pages, your WhatsApp groups, and your whatnot, your Facebook chat groups, everything that you communicate with. Just copy the link and post there and share in your various groups so everyone can get this big news. This news is not an ADF news, it's not a IG news, it's an Amazonian news. It's news for our people, for the refugees, for those that are suffering. Please, this is news for all of us, everyone that has been suffering. This is news for anyone, anything that calls itself Amazonia, whether our goods, whether our cows, whatever we have. This is the big news for all of us here. So let us share this fatly and bigly. Today is a big news, as we are saying. By the way, the Salt of Amazonia have received some 2 big Mami water weapon. We want to thank Dr. Cho Ayaba for that wonderful thing we don't do. For make sure, say the Salt of Amazonia must get AK from Contender Force. We have been monitoring the Contender Force and we continue to monitor it. That is officially 2 AKs has been given to the Salt of Amazonia. The Salt of Amazonia that is led by Bell, some people know Bell in China, Bell. So the Salt of Amazonia just received the Contender Force under the leadership came and just deliver in their nose, in their mouth, in their nostrils. Take this AK and put down terrorists. They just come and give to them in their nose. Just like take this and begin to wipe out terrorists from our land. This is the Contender news, Contender delivery, Contender accountability. You gave the money, you decide to, you deserve to know We deserve to know this accountability because, again, remember, this is a rude and arrogant way to account. What is a rude and arrogant way to account? The most rudest and arrogant way to account is AKs. When you give AKs, La Republic cry, like, oh my God, why? All La Republic forces that are in the borders, they risk losing their jobs because how the AKs come in, and you are standing in the borders and being paid that no weapon can enter, you people know this is an arrogant and the most rudest way to account, because not only is going to make Cameroon to cry, but all Cameroon forces that are in the borders are going to be sanctioned and they will lose their job. Dr. Cho Ayaba is the most rudest and arrogant leader because the enemy does not want to see an arrogant leader. They don't want to see a rude leader. They don't want to see citizens of Amazonia that are funding vigorously, funding brutally. You are all amazing because you are funding brutally and very, very vigorously, and you deserve this arrogant and brutal accountability. Thank you so much. God bless you. This is yours, Major General Vela for Liberation TV, the voice of the voiceless. Stay tuned and listen to a UK talking. If you don't understand what UK is saying, I'm going to help you to translate it very well. So don't worry. I don't speak grammar, but I understand so many grammar. So please listen to that.
Secretary of State for Foreign and Commonwealth Affairs, Tonia Antoniazzi.
Question number 1, Mr. Speaker.
Minister Harriet Baldwin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The UK regularly discusses the violence in Cameroon with international partners, including France and the United States. I welcome French support for the recent UK-Austria joint UN Human Rights Council statement about the deteriorating situation in Cameroon.
Antoniazzi.
Southern Cameroon voted to join French Cameroon as federated states equal in status, but this is clearly not what has happened. They are treated as a region made up of second-class citizens. The UK has a duty to the Southern Cameroons to use all available instruments in order to find a solution to the growing crisis, a solution which takes into account the wishes of the people of the Southern Cameroon. Will the Secretary of State meet with me and a delegation of Southern Cameroons to discuss possible solutions?
Well, can I start by congratulating the Honourable Lady for getting this number 1 on the order paper today, because it has been a worsening crisis and the UK has been strongly engaged with our international partners to try and find a way forward. With respect to the territorial integrity of Cameroon, of course the UK recognises the territorial integrity of Cameroon, but we also believe that where there are calls for more autonomy in the southwest and the northwest, that the government of Cameroon needs to engage in an inclusive political dialogue, because currently the violence from both sides is leading to really serious situations for civilians on the ground.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. In her discussions with US counterparts about the worrying situation in Cameroon, has the Minister been able to ask them about suggestions that have been made, that resources that they've given to help the Cameroonian government in the fight against terror, Boko Haram, may be being diverted and misused and used in attacks on some of the communities in Cameroon?
Mr. Speaker, as I often find myself saying in these questions, I'm happy to be accountable in terms of what the UK government has been doing. I can confirm that the UK government has extensive discussions, not only with the government of Cameroon, who, as my right honourable friend will know, are a partner with the international community in terms of the fight against Boko Haram and the Islamic State of West Africa in the north of the country. But also, of course, we have discussions with international partners about a way forward in terms of the views expressed with increasing violence by those of a separatist tendency in the southwest and northwest provinces.
Alison Thewlis.
Very much, Mr. Speaker. One of my constituents is a member of the South Cameroonian diaspora and is deeply concerned with what's going on. A recent Amnesty report noted the presence of arbitrary arrest, torture in detention and the existence of secret and illegal detention facilities in Cameroon. Does the Secretary of State agree with me that such activities are a stark violation of the Commonwealth Charter? And if so, what efforts has she made as a Minister to engage with Cameroon through the Commonwealth?
Here, here.
Well, the Honourable Lady is absolutely right to raise the range of different human rights violations and abuses that were noted in the statement that we were very pleased that 39 countries signed up to at the most recent UN Human Rights Council. Specifically with regard to the Commonwealth, I can tell the House that Lord Ahmed, the Minister for the Commonwealth, wrote to the Commonwealth Secretary-General recently to share UK concerns about Cameroon and press for further Commonwealth engagement on the matter.
Mr Philip Holloway.
The UK's aim is to be the largest G7 investor in Africa by 2022. Will any of this investment be going to Cameroon?
Minister.
Indeed, my honourable friend states the UK's policy in terms of aiming to be an ambitious investor in terms of inward investment into African economies. And I can confirm that there are UK companies that invest in Cameroon, and certainly that is absolutely something that businesses are free to choose to do. I think in terms of the political track, though, that we are trying to engage with the government of Cameroon. I spoke to the Prime Minister there recently to encourage them to find a way forward in terms of political and inclusive dialogue that can address some of the concerns that are being raised.
Michael.
Speaker, I spent time in Cameroon in 2013 as a political volunteer with VSO, and it breaks my heart to see what is happening to that beautiful country today. It seems to me we have a very potent mix of contemporary challenges and the long tail of our own and indeed French colonial history here. Can we have a two-pronged approach to this? Can we first of all have our colleagues in DFID tackling the urgent crises that there are with displaced peoples in conflict, and then from her own office a proper effort to get a diplomatic solution here?
Yeah.
Well, the Right Honourable Gentleman is absolutely right that there is an ongoing humanitarian crisis, and earlier this year I did authorise that we would work through UNICEF to provide the immediate assistance in terms of humanitarian needs. Over 400,000 people have been displaced in this crisis, over 30,000 have fled into Nigeria, and I can say that DFID is working in terms of programming, and we're also urging the government to allow access for humanitarian actors into all parts of Cameroon.
Liz McInnes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Human Rights Watch said last week, and I quote, "Government forces in Cameroon's Anglophone regions have killed scores of civilians and torched hundreds of homes over the past 6 months. So can I ask the Minister of State, how many more innocent civilians need to be slaughtered for Cameroon to be suspended by the Commonwealth?"
Fellow Amazonians, we don't hear that one. What can we say?
Today is the 30th of November, in the year of our Lord,
Fellow Amazonians, God bless you, the God-ordained people. This revolution is ordained by God, and we can now confirm. When you see the UK House of Lords now punching the UK government, you people have no idea what was going on. The UK government has been punched by the UK House of Lords, while the UK government has been so dormant, silent, recessive, and very passive, despite the human rights deteriorating conditions in Amazonia, southern Cameroon, that is being subjugated by Cameroon government. People have been killed, tortured, subjugated to impunity. People have been raped, houses destroyed, thousands, hundreds of thousands as refugees in other countries, so many thousands displaced internally. And yet the UK, that caused the problem since colonization, they mentioned it, they went and sat down and every member had to speak on its own field and specialty. Some blame the UK government that this is the effects and the consequences of colonialism that was done by the UK. And the UK is now quiet and not coming to solve the problem. That is where they hit the UK government. And now they've asked the UK government to sanction Cameroon from the Commonwealth of all nations. This is breaking news. Also, within a week, the US government has sent top US diplomats to Cameroon also to talk to the dictator Paul Biya. During the week, again, the US sent targeted diplomacy, top-ranking diplomats to Cameroon to talk to dictator Paul Biya. That is just after a few days, a week after the Commonwealth, the Francophonie, and the African Union bosses visited Cameroon for a one-on-one tete-a-tete discussion. We all saw the footages, we all saw the images, we all saw everything. And now we are telling you that we are winning tremendously, bigly, and the most fattest win in the history. We have never won this much. We have never won this much, folks. We have won the biggest in history. We won the biggest, the fattest. Can you imagine, folks, that the UK House of Lords now sits for a session and only talk about Amazonia? This has never happened. Over the past 58 years. This has not happened for almost 60 years now. For the first time. Since they took off our federal status, our big status, they wiped it in Pullman Conference in 1972. UK has never sat down to talk like this. You can now hold a talk, a live talk show in the House of Commons to discuss only about Amazonia. This has never happened, folks. This is the biggest news in the century. That the White House will sit and Trump will not talk anything apart from Amazonia. This has never happened. This has never happened in history that the White House sit and never ever send a message to the Congress to say, listen, Congress, Nancy Pelosi, we have to suspend Cameroon from the AGOA process. Nancy Pelosi, if it was in the days of Paul Ryan, we could have sent the military already. You could have already designed military right now. Trump sit and say, look, the Congress, you cannot sit and wait like this. Nancy Pelosi, you can't wait. This cannot happen. The God-given people are dying in Amazonia. This is the new state in Africa called Amazonia. I heard the people are being killed by Cameroon, the Francophone French people. And this is the French people are a minority in the world. How can minority people in the world be killing the English people that are the majority in the world? See, Nancy, this cannot happen. And Trump wrote a letter to the Congress and said, Cameroon should be suspended from the AGOA. And you see, Cameroon is already suspended from AGOA starting this next month, January 2020. Cameroon will no more enjoy any free trade in the world. No more free trade. If you cannot sell to US market, where will you sell? To Anyajwa, to Congo, to Gabon? Can they buy? They rely from help from abroad too. So where will you sell your product now? The price of petrol will drop in Cameroon. You will now have to sell that useless petrol for 200 francs CFA per liter. The price of petrol was so high because these people, Cameroon government, useless as they are, have been selling everything to the world market. And now the sanctions have come. You will soon buy that petrol in Cameroon for $200 per liter. Trust me, the price will go down. As from January, if the price of petrol don't drop in Cameroon, then I'm not the one talking here. Because we know what the international community has done to Cameroon behind the scene. Sometimes you don't understand how economic sanctions are. It's not only America where they will not sell. All American allied forces, you will not sell that you are useless petrol. So what will happen? Price will drop back home and then you have no money. Citizens will use their money now judiciously. You used to take 700 and buy 1 liter. Now you take 700, you buy 3 liters. You have saved, you are becoming rich. That's how citizens become rich and the government become poor. It's an economic sanction. That's why they call it economic sanction for people who don't know macroeconomics. Now I bring it down to you for you to understand how economic sanction function. Mama and Papa them. When they sanction country like Cameroon for sell their petrol out for world market because now they don't sell because the price of tax, they don't put plenty big tax for before. For before they say that petrol use them for buy bullets and gun for kill with people them. Because say America no they tax them any tax. They just go so I get this to sell. You just go to the market and sell it like this. Like when we mama fry popov, you carry your popov, go sell them for market, you know they pay tax, right? Now so Cameroon government be the big privilege for sell that their petrol and minerals for world market. Now the world market, international market has big taxes. But they always remove taxes from poor countries like Cameroon, right? So now they have said Cameroon cannot sell without taxes. So anytime where Cameroon wants sell them now for world market, they put plenty tax. Let's say you want to sell 1 liter of petrol for world market for 700, or for let's say for 1,000 1 liter. Then go come put let's say 500 for 1 petrol 1 liter for world market. Then go come put you tax for 400. When you pay the tax for 400, that means you say your 1 liter now 100. Oh. Then you go prefer for sell them for back home for 200 because if you sell back home for 200, you gain. But if you sell in the world market for 500, they put you tax for 400. You get now only 100. Oh. 100. Oh. But then that means that you will not prefer for sell them cheap back home for 200 because it better pass for world market. That is how the citizens are going now to get rich, because when you sabi take 700 for before, you come buy now only 1 gallon for petrol, 1 liter. Now you go take 700, you go buy 2-3 liters. That means say you go use your Okada so a long time. Use your motor so they drive go Milong Chang, Buddha Chang, Bamenda, Mamfe, Bamon, Kutum, where petrol sit there for inside your motor. That means that you go save money now for buy some alewa, some sweet cassava for your woman, for prepare yourself, make a day fine, make your woman make it shine like a star. You go get plenty money now for take care of your children. Begin save money, half beginning go back to school after independence. You go now prepare half of build your new houses after when we get independence. So you go begin save money now. That is why they call it economic sanctions. I just make people understand in the layman's word what economic sanction can do to a country like Cameroon that is already finished. In fact, that's the way to cripple a dictator. To cripple a dictator, you must take away what gives him power. What gives dictator power is money. If you take money from dictator, they are finished. They are just down like nothing. So the world, the international organization, the America, the UK are making sure that poor must be poor, must be broke. We don't have money to sustain the military. That's why they suspended the military of Cameroon 17 billion military aid. Because once the military of any particular regime is not able to have their salaries, they will make a rebellion against the leader. The leader is gone. So now Cameroon is on a stage of decline. As we are talking now, every political scientist will tell you that Cameroon has been completely wiped out from history. In fact, Cameroon is already dusted from history. In fact, what you see now is the shackles or the last vestiges of a dictator. In fact, Cameroon is done. It's finished. It's been wiped out. It's been dusted. Cameroon has been rendered to ashes, to mud. Mud is even very significant because we used to like to play in mud. Chicha-chor. We used to run and swing on the mud and fall, and we used to love it. Mud is very important. Cameroon has been rendered to some kind of dark wood ash that have no use on earth. In fact, we can't use that one to clean your teeth. You use the wood ash that's a little bit gray to clean your teeth. The one that's dark is charcoal. You don't need to use it in anything. We get firewood plenty for Amazonia. Where no need charcoal, we just take the firewood to use up for cook with food. Cameroon is finished. Cameroon has been destroyed. But guess what? Keeping it real, Cameroon is not finished only because we have been talking and shouting. Cameroon is finished because we have been talking about the power, the firepower. What brings Cameroon down is not only the international community because of our power in our guns and bullets. Our power, again, I say, is in our guns and bullets. The power of funding and making sure that our civilians are being protected. Power of making sure that our children are being protected, as you see here. This is what has brought Cameroon down. Also, again, that is what has caused, this is what we call, negotiating your independence, the way of your independence from a position of strength. The position of strength is what is now making the world to know that, oh, these people can now govern themselves. Now they have guns and bullets. Now that means that these people are serious. They are no more crying and running like babies behind and saying that, oh, well, no. This is why, fellow Amazonians, look, it's very simple to understand. There's no country on earth without military. No country on earth without any soldiers defending their territorial integrity. We have to understand we were made slave by the military, the power of Cameroon government military. The Newton's law of relativity says, for every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction. Newton's state law, for every action, there's an opposite but equal reaction. If we give the same momentum, equal but opposite to Cameroon government, we are already freed people. And that's what we are doing today. For every guns and bullet that Cameroon government used to subjugate us to slavery, we use the guns and bullet to revert everything back and come back to a sovereign people. This is not hard to tell. In my dialect, they say, walk low, quacky, big, walk low, yoke, big, walk. That means if I take my hand, I slap this hand so, that hand too, it is so the way, so it is slap this hand too. That means if I take my hand, I clap this hand so, this hand too, it take you on, they clap this one too. That means even if I clap this hand too, they clap this one, whether I like or I don't like. La Republic, they clap us with guns and bullets. We must declap La Republic with guns and bullets. It is what makes the people free. This is the reality here. No doubt, Atanga Njipo was crying forgive me for I have raped. You know why Atanga Njipo was crying? Also, his passport has been seized. So many things have been going behind the scene that sometimes we don't even know. For people who don't know why Atanga Njipo has been crying, forgive me for I have raped, forgive me. The reason was because his passport is being seized. Look at that.
I'm sorry to have raped young girls. I'm sorry to have committed atrocities. But God Almighty, forgive me. And God in His mercy.
What?
Cameroonians. I'm sorry to have raped young girls. I'm sorry to have committed atrocities. But God Almighty, forgive me.
What?
Innocent Cameroonians. I'm sorry to have raped young girls. I'm sorry to have committed atrocities. But God Almighty, forgive me.
America, no forgive him.
I'm sorry to have raped young girls. I'm sorry to have committed atrocities.
America, no forgive him.
God Almighty, forgive me. And God in His mercy.
You people have seen that. We have asked America, please don't forgive him. He's a thief. He's a terrorist. America, please don't forgive him. These are people that say there was no Anglophone problem. When he was saying that there is no Anglophone problem, Atanga Njipo, he said there was no Anglophone problem. No Anglophone problem from this very same mouth. No Anglophone problem. When he was saying there is no Anglophone problem, how was he feeling? He led to the killing of our people. That led to the killing of so many of our people. Because Atanga Njipo sat and said, there is no Anglophone problem. And today you want to say, I am sorry for what? Listen to him talking here.
To air their views. And I want to say something which is clear. I was following Radio France International other day. And lawyer Bobga, I want to quote him. How many? Bobga, I don't know the second name. I know he's Bobga. Yeah, his second name is yes. And I'm not more interested in to know the second name. Because he said that so long as we don't go back to the federal system of government, we cannot solve the problems of the lawyers. That is what he said in Radio France International. And I want to talk about the common law. He started somewhere. He should go back and verify. And in this country, do they use the common law system again? I want to ask him the question. We are talking about the common law. He started somewhere. What is the history of the common law today? And I want to tell him that, okay, he says that so long as we don't have a federal system of government, he thinks that we cannot solve the problem. There is no federal system of government. It's a past issue. We don't talk about things which we have, those facts have been treated, it's over. We talked about the reunification, we came back to 1972, the unification, and now we are talking about a united there are certain things we can dialogue. I want to make my position very, very clear. Yeah. And I don't talk on behalf of the government, but it is official that we have a red line we can discuss. The Prime Minister was in Bamenda for 2 or 3 days discussing with people. Am I right?
The government, of course.
Yes, the government, yes. So what I want to tell people is that, look, the government is open to dialogue. You understand? And talking about positioning, the Minister of Defense in any country, Prof, is the head of state. I am here as the permanent secretary to the National Security Council in a country. I'm an Anglophone. General Ivo, he has been the director of presidential security for about 17 years. Or every in the world, if you don't have confidence in somebody, you cannot give him that responsibility. So if it is, when we talk about marginalization in terms of responsibility and post.
Why would not he be president too for decide whether Frank Cameroon go get prime minister? Useless slave. spede landui koko yajawa ako ajika do you nyam fongbara do you Dr. Do Good America keep the passport America hold them tight idiot.
I don't agree because we have had all what we okay. To develop it's important because he said something
Chai
and Anglophone has never been appointed Minister of Finance and
very
has never
stupid.
been appointed a Minister of Defense or the delegate.
Very stupid Atanganji. What are you saying?
Yes, so let me just point them there and then come back and say the story. Yes, no, yeah. Let us land. I want to end by saying that the Prime Minister, head of government in this country, since 1992. We have had them from Prime Minister Chidiacho to Prime Minister Mafani Musonge to Prime Minister Enoni FM, and for 24 years, that is beautiful. The Prime Minister is Prime Minister, head of government. But have you gone through social media? Mr. Tenganje. These are ignorant. I don't know. This is what they say. This is what they say. That if you reduce what we call the problem of English-speaking Cameroon, let me put it say the Anglophone, apparently an Anglophone is a problem, it's a very delicate word. If you reduce the problems that the other people, the other Cameroonians, the other side of the Mungo feel today to just positions and food and all those things are parliamentary, then there's a problem. That's what they're saying. I'll straight back to you. Beyond that, do you think there's any other issue that is wrong or that is going wrong within the
listen.
community of which you're a party? I don't know a specific problem. The answer is no. Because go to Garua, go to Maura, go to Gaundere. That's precisely where. Go to other regions. You see, when you have a hospital, which is you don't have a hospital here, you don't have a health center, you have bad roads here, you don't have them. You have those problems everywhere in this country, and that's why the government has a program of development. And each year, the ministers who are directly concerned, they bring out those plans. We see what can be done. It's a government policy. So what I'm saying that we don't have specific let us go back.
Okay, that is Paul Atangaji Paul, who says there is no Anglophone problem yesterday, today, and tomorrow. There is no Anglophone problem. He swore by his power, swore by his blood. There is no Anglophone problem. Later on, we saw him with a peace plan, moving with peace plan now and begging people, begging amber soldiers to leave their guns. And later on, we saw him confessing and saying, forgive me, for I have sinned. Forgive me, for I have raped. Forgive me, for I have done this. But this is the same person who said there was no Anglophone problem today, tomorrow, and yesterday. There's no Anglophone problem. What happened now that we saw him moving around and asking for forgiveness? What happened? For asking him to forgive him, for he has raped people, for he has killed, for he has done so much atrocities to our people that are innocent. Fellow brothers and sisters, we must hold our firepower strong and big. We must continue to hold our firepower strong and big, because that is where we are going to win. On this day, when Tassan Wife was talking, this very same day here, when Tassan Wife was speaking and telling Cameroon that by Monday the 21st of November 2016, that if they don't listen to what the lawyers and teachers are saying, they would know who controls Southern Cameroon. And today is a history. Bob the Harmony was talking. He spoke that day too, just like Bala, they spoke. And Cameroon government take, that after 2 months they will be hungry, they will come back to the offices. The very same Bob Harmony, you say you don't want to pronounce his name in CRTV. He is seeing Thibaut Nagy in US and asking US to sanction Cameroon more. You wanted to kidnap him. You have just kidnapped just one of the tough people. Kidnap of Seseko Ayoktabi and Tassan Wilfred is one of the reasons why our people are standing strong. Perhaps if you have not kidnapped them, our people might have given up. But the reason for kidnapping them, our people has every reason to stand and say on the independence. The only thing the international community need to do first, referendum. Let our people tell you exactly that, look, 90% of people, 99.9% of people want to have their independence. Give it and see that. Let the international community try us with the referendum. That's all they need to do, and then we part our ways out clean, nicely, and goodbye, and that is it. But by the way, fellow Amazonians, the international community did not give us guns and bullets. We are freed. We are freed by our hearts, by our mindset, by the way we think and reason. We have guns and bullets doesn't mean that international community is going to tell us when to shoot the bullets against La Republic or not. We are a freed nation. Whether the international community agrees or not, When Zimbabwe and Robert Mugabe gained their independence, they did not even need endorsement of the international community. In fact, Zimbabwe has never been a member of the United Nations, even to date as we are talking. Zimbabwe does not listen to United Nations before they do what they want to do. When they sanctioned Zimbabwe, how many economic sanctions were given to Zimbabwe? Robert Mugabe did not blink. He made his country to be tough and even rigid and stronger because nobody can influence the political, socio-political activities of Zimbabwe. So fellow Amazonians, we declare our nation free, declare our nation independent, declare our army, declare our people, our civilians, and declare our states, and declare that Amazonia has two federons, the Southern Zone Federation and the Northern Zone Federation, with 14 states, because we are going to include Bakassi Peninsula. With 14 states, we already have the article, the preamble of our constitution. The preamble of our constitution means we are a nation. Just like America sat before the War of Independence with their estates and draw their preamble, came back and said, never again shall the Queen tell them what to do. And they have achieved bigly and fatly. So Amazonians, you will not listen from international community before you will be told that you are free people. Besides, we have 20 minutes left for this talk show because our leader will be going live with Princess. Princess, we have blessing from our leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba, today. And after that, Princess in weeks or days ahead will be in Liberation TV. Princess is one of the youngest activists on earth. The youngest activists that have existed in the history of UK. So, Princess is breaking news in the world, in UK. And Princess is going to be live in Liberation TV. Today, as we are talking in 20 minutes time, Princess will be live with our leader, Dr. Cho Ayaba. And after that, in days ahead, in weeks, Princess will be here. We want to thank the family of Princess, especially the mother of Princess, for giving that consent. Thank you so much, the mother of Princess. We want to thank the family of Princess and those who brought Princess up to be a very good and God-fearing daughter. Princess is no more longer your daughter, but the daughter of the world. You know, as we say, the work of a parent is just to give birth to a child, but when the child is out, it belongs to the world. The child becomes the citizen of the world. Everyone benefits from each and everyone, just like I am here today. I might not even be in good relationship with my parents now, as you already know from this struggle. But you know how many thousands and families of Amazonia love to see the son in me. I become more of a son to the nation than a son even to my parents. My parents don't benefit anything from me. The struggle benefit. Take all my time is to the struggle. All the biggest portion of my income and money go to the struggle. I don't even think my mother and parents have received from me from past months. Nothing. Zero. Just nothing. They eat their fufu corn and local vegetables there. I don't even have access. I want to call every day. They block the number. You want to even call, they ask you to stop what you are doing. And I can't stop, so I don't want to call. But I call Amazonians on a daily basis. So I want to thank all of you. In 20 minutes time, we are going to CIC, to Dr. Cho Ayaba, to watch the Princess. In 20 minutes time, I will announce right here. When I announce we are leaving from here, we are going there. So we want to call Erica Zara to thank him. We are going to the Thanksgiving for Mandelas. Mandelas have done great job. Let us acknowledge the Mandelas and the great job now. We are going to call Erica Zara because Erica Zara has done great job. And we are going to have some prayers before we are ending the talk show today, as Mandelas have raised big fat money. Based on what I have on my table here, Mandelas have been very, very consistent in the way they do things. Mandela family started in July by contributing money for various projects. One of the projects was $2,000 to the Contender force. Mandelas donated $2,000. Secondly, there was also an issue of another contribution on August 2019, where Mandelas also donated $2,000. $2,000 was also given to that project. We have the Contender force. We have our AK projects, and also in CIC also received $1,300 in the month of September 2019 from the Mandelas to buy more bullets to give to the ADF forces and Contender forces in Ground Zero. And also the month of November, Mandelas decided to take a time to reflect, to pray, and bring the house together, because by the month of October, Mandelas have little issues. And for us, we want to go back to the foundation course and solve. So the month of October, Mandelas solved all their issues and came back again bigly and fatly. This to let you know that for every house, there are problems and issues that need to be solved. And you have to give time to listen to everyone, solve the problem, bring everyone together, and then continue. This is what we want our leaderships to be doing. Mandela is the exemplary. Mandela is a case study for every leadership in the revolution to listen, to look the way we do things. So Mandela came back on November 2019, where we have triple projects. So because we have 3 projects in hand, we raise a fat amount of money that is equivalent to 1,200 plus 400, 1,800 to $1,800. So we raise a fat amount of money that is equivalent to $1,800. And this amount of money is distributed to the monthly contribution, which is of November. This is November monthly contribution, which is because that month has 3 contributions, and all sum up to an average of $1,800, meaning that Mandelas are still keeping it into top. So we split it in this form: $627.60 we are given as monthly Mandela payment. 442.84, again 442.84. Rather, let me start over. So we have accumulative money in the contender in the Mandela treasury. Inside the Mandela treasury, the money that was left as balance in the Mandela treasury, that sometimes Mandela don't even know. There is a balance in the Mandela treasury, which is amount of 627.60. That's the balance in the Mandela treasury. Sometimes people call me independently. Sometimes they call me as anonymous people, and they chip the contribution. Like our mama, our papa there, and so on and so forth. So they call sometimes $50, $100. They chip anonymously. If I'm a thief, this money, no one will ever know if I'm a thief. So when they give that money, I put it in the Mandela treasury. So Mandela treasury have a balance of $627.60. Again, the Mandela treasury have a balance of people calling anonymously and donating one time, amount of $627.60. This is the balance in the Mandela treasury as of now. So Mandela's also contributed in the in November. You have amount of 442.84, because there was a pin project. You know, in the pin project, Mandela's are giving pins there, giving pins here, and so on and so forth. So 442.84 was given to the monthly, and in the pin project, Mandela's raised amount of $612.63. Again, Mandelas have $612.63, and of now, Mandelas already have almost close to $200 in the month of December 2019. Want to give a shout out to all Mandelas. We want to thank all Mandelas for the wonderful work that they are doing. We want to thank all Mandelas for this winning, for this big winning. We want to thank all Mandelas for supporting your forces, as you can see. For Erica Zara to thank him for the wonderful job where he don't do. Erica Zara has been very phenomenal when it comes to the contender force, when it comes to all these things. We want to thank Erica Zara for the wonderful job where she don't do because she has done great fat and big job in this as far as this Mandela contribution are concerned. We want to appreciate her. We want to thank her for all her work, for all her wonderful deeds, for all the things where she don't do. We want to thank her for this. So may we give a call to Erica Zara and hear from her right now as we are talking. Hello, Amber Queen, Erica Zara, one of the wonderful Amber Queen that we have. You are live in Liberation TV. Sorry, this is a surprise to you that you didn't expect this call.
Oh, really?
This is a surprise to you. I know you didn't expect this. But we are in today.
I didn't expect it though.
As you already know that we are about to hand our PIN project and our 3 projects that we have had over the past month. You have done tremendous big job to coordinate entire Europe, even almost close to Middle East. You have handed a lot of contributions. You have coordinated everyone, the peers, the members, friends, and brought a lot of people in the Mandela family that are so nice to our revolution.
Oh, I know.
As the Queen of Mandela, we want here to thank you and give you so much thank. As a model, we would want to ask our women, ladies, to copy, and not even only women and ladies, but also gentlemen, to copy this spirit of giving to the revolution. Also, you also pledge to give amount of £600 in a year to the Mandela family for all the projects as your yearly contribution. We come to realize that in few months, you have almost given almost close to 600. In few months, not even in a year as you pledge. My dear, in some few words, because we shall be going to CIC's platform in 10 minutes time from now. In some 2 minutes, what motivation, what drive do you have? What keep you going? A person for whom you are. We know you are struggling in life. We know how you have to pay bills, take care of your daughter. But at the end of the day, you are still striving so bigly and fatly in this struggle. What is your motivation to out there to everyone, every mother, everyone, be it a widow, a single mother, a married woman, a young girl? What do you have to tell them? Over to you. The microphone is to you.
Oh my God, you are just making me cry now. You just made me cry. I can't even express my feelings. I just want to call on everyone to stand together. And together we stand united. Together we stand divided, we fall. Yeah. I wish to encourage all the single mothers, because I'm a single mom, not to give up in life. They should work hard. They should put more effort. They should avoid any intimidation on social media, because social media can bring you down. You know what I've been through. Mama General. You know the things that have said about me, and those who were pointing me black, bad person, they have come to realize that I'm not that type. So people should avoid hatred and focus. We should keep on taking care of our mothers and children in bushes. That's what I want to tell all the women. Yeah. And to motivate women out there.
Yeah.
We should look after our mothers and children in bushes. Make sure we fund them. We give them everything they want. We give them their needs. So I just wish to call on everyone to keep on contributing to this struggle, so that one day we know we shall be liberated and homeland shall be free. So that's what I want to tell everyone. We should not give up. We are the never again generation. Yeah, we should be strong. That's what I want to tell everyone.
As you can,
watching your live show.
Everyone that you are watching, you can see Erica talking on the screen. That is Erica on the screen right there. But my dear, you've spoken more of in feminism to women. What do you have to tell gentlemen out there that have and can help even more? Like, women are challenging, because in Mandela I've seen that women has challenged almost 90% is women. They have challenged us that are guys. You pledged £600. I have not even pledged more than you. So what is your motivation to the youth out there, to the guys, to gentlemen?
The men should be nice, honestly. I don't know men. I'm a woman, but the men are doing a great job. They should just keep on working hard and make sure they look after our women and children. Yeah, I'm out to advocate for women and children.
Do you have?
I don't know much about men, but
do you have?
They are doing a great job.
Do you have any words for our soldiers in Ground Zero?
Pardon?
Do you have any words for our soldiers defending homeland in
I
ground zero?
want to 21 gun salute to all the great soldiers, brave soldiers on ground zero. They are doing a fantastic job. They should not give up. They should not give up. Yeah, they should avoid picking calls from diaspora. They should just do what they are doing and focus. You know, because a lot of things,
We are losing connection with Erica. That's Erica Zara that's talking there. That's Erica on online live Liberation TV. As you all are hearing, that's Erica. The words that you are hearing are 100% from Erica Zara, which she's been one of the most tremendous queen in this struggle that I know. She's one of the people that bring peace in the Mandela family so many times. She's the one that makes sure the leaders are protected. For every action that she has taken was to protect our leadership, to protect our leaders. She has taken some action that sometimes people might not understand, but so many times she has taken those and was to protect the leadership that is above. We have 5 minutes to go, but we still want to hear from Erica Zara because there's something very important that we want to hear from Erica Zara before we go. Hello, we lost contact to you. We still have some 4 minutes left.
Someone was interrupting.
You know you are very important. People do call. It may be one of the Mandelas. So what is the message?
What I'm saying.
Yeah. What is the message you have for Mandelas today? As Mandelas are submitting for all their commitment, they pass through you. They call you the mother. They call you the queen. They call you everything in the house is always about Erica, 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 Erica. What do you have to tell fellow Mandelas that listen to you every day for hope? Look at you as a person that can direct a good leader.
I love
the
Mandela family. I love them. Yeah, I respect them. I'm so proud of each and every one. They are doing a great job of all of the efforts that they are making in this revolution. Oh, I'm so proud. We are one big family. No one to give up. No Mandela to give up. Keep on fighting. And we unite amongst ourselves. We are family. If you have anything that you don't like, you bring it into the family.
Thank you so much for this. And one thing that we have noticed, maybe me for a distance, I'm not so active like you are, but we have noticed that you have one thing, which is curiosity and priority to the protection and safety of the leadership. And you have not compromised for a second when it comes to the protection and giving of immunity to the leadership. What is your drive in this extent? Just in 30 seconds. Hello? Because you have one thing that you prioritize. You prioritize the security and safety of the leadership that we have, the revolutionary leadership. That you have never compromised a second when it comes to the safety and protection of the leadership. Is there anything you want to say about that?
You know, I respect everyone. And I expect everyone to respect one another. That's my priority. First is respect. Yeah, I don't take respect very, very serious. If you don't respect someone, don't expect you don't deserve respect from another person.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was
my leader.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you today in Liberation TV.
I expect everyone to respect Dr. Ayabacho Lucas because he's our liberator. He has done a lot.
Absolutely.
And we are seeing the work on ground that he's doing. So we expect everyone to show respect to Dr. Ayabacho Lucas. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you, and really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Erica Zara, for coming to the platform today. Fellow Ambazonian, thank you so much for all your devotion. We are now going to a time where we have to sing our victory because we won. Very soon we are all migrating to CIC to listen to our princess. I want to thank you all for coming today. We are winning bigly and fatly. In fact, this is our year of victory. As you have seen, America is talking to La République du Cameroon, talking to Cameroon government, talking to La République and telling them that no matter whatever you are doing, these people are a peaceful people, they are lovely people, and you don't have to treat them the way you are treating them. This is our year of victory. God bless all Amazonian people.
Hey, how about I claim my victory here today? It's my year of victory. Brother, hey, claim your victory here today. This year is my year of victory. It's my year of victory. This year is your year of victory, brother. It's your year of victory. This year is my year of victory. It's your year of victory. It's your year, it's my year of victory. It's a year of victory. 3 years ago, you done the suffer. You done the wonder if Papa God don't forget you. You go up, come down, you no get place to sleep. You dey die of hunger, you no get the food to eat. Anything you do, na so them toku. Anywhere you go, your friend them call you mumu. My brother, claim your victory here today. It's your year of victory. Your friends will be the hate you, now them go start to love you. The one will be the love you, now them go start to praise you. Cause he who God has blessed, no man fit to curse. Brother, claim your victory here today. This year is my year of victory. Brother, it's my year of victory. It's your year, it's my year of victory. It's my year of victory. I said this year is my year of victory. Daddy, it's my year of victory. It's your year, it's my year of victory. Daddy, it's a year of victory. It's the year of victory. Masita Mbabe, this is the video, Masita Mbabe, Amota Wio, Amota Yange, Affordable, it's a year of victory. You are what I wanted, you still a boy. You are Tababe, still we are the Babe. Affordable, it's a year of victory. Hey, claim your victory here today. This year is a year of victory.
Thank you, America. Thank you, UK.
You are the fan.
Thank you, America. Thank you, America.
It's your year of victory. If you disappoint, today is your victory day. Forever, it's your year of victory. You will define money, it's your year of victory. It's your year of victory. Brother, it's your year of victory. It's your year of victory. My sister, it's your year of victory. How about my claim your victory today? You don't define picking, you don't forget your sister. You don't define a wife, you don't forget them brother. Some people they for street, them define a bolo. I say it's our victory here today. That picking where you define it.
And fellow Amazonians, I have also discovered that the talk show with our leader Dr. Cho Ayaba is actually tomorrow. The talk show with our leader is not today. Sorry for the misinformation. The talk show with our leader is tomorrow, Friday, December 6th, with a princess. So this is going to be tomorrow and not today. Somebody actually called me and said there's a talk show today. So that's why I decided to say we want to go to Dr. Cho Ayaba to listen. Actually, it's not today, it's tomorrow. So we are going to still stay here for some few minutes to get in touch with everything that I had in production. So we are going to start with a requiem mass. I'm going to open lines for people to call and speak now because Mandelas, please exercise yourself today. You have all heard from Erica Zara. I would also want to call the Queen of Liberation TV. I would call the Queen of Liberation TV because I want you people also to listen to the Queen of Liberation TV. We are keeping it real. Anyways, this is when the talk show tomorrow is going to be. It's going to be Friday tomorrow, December 6th, 2019, 8 p.m. Amber time, where the leader is going to talk with the youngest activist on earth, the youngest princess. Princess is going to have a conversation with the leader, have the blessing from the leader, and then in subsequent days, a week coming, we are going to bring Princess to Liberation TV. Remember that Princess is a standard. She speaks standard English, very great in grammar. In fact, Princess is like a professor to Amazonia when it comes to grammar and English. So Princess is one of the youngest, is the youngest activist on earth, the youngest as of now. It's based in UK. So this is so great for Amazonia that God has blessed us in every aspect. Our leader will be live, but tomorrow, not today. So we're going to extend for some 30 minutes. So besides, I want to call the Queen of Liberation TV. The Queen of Liberation TV, hopefully we get her now. I want to hear from her because she's been so phenomenal too as we are talking. So let us see if we can get her. Can we get the Queen of Liberation TV here? Let us see if we can get her. If we get to her, it shall be. It's gonna be so nice that we get to her. Queen of Liberation TV. Queen of Liberation TV. We're trying to get to her. If we get to her, that will be so great. Let's hope that we get to her. We are trying to get the Queen of Liberation TV. Hello?
Hello?
This is live from live from Liberation TV. We want to talk to the Queen of Liberation TV. It's a surprise for her. She dropped. She's never seen this number. This is a strange number that is calling her right now. Let us see if we can succeed again. We want to talk to the Queen of Liberation TV. We want to give her a surprise call. She see this number for the first time. Hello, this is Liberation TV Live with Major General Bella. We want to hear from the Queen of Liberation TV.
Bella! Lord, what a surprise, my bro. What's going on?
I told everyone I'm live. Today, Mandelas are giving Thanksgiving for the contribution. One of the highest funders is the Queen of Liberation TV. I said, how can we do this without calling?
My goodness.
And I say, I want to use the number that she don't have. I want to use the number that she don't know. So I say, I want to give her a surprise call.
Yes.
And people are watching. People are listening now. And it's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
Oh,
how are you doing today?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How are you doing today?
Yeah. Yes. Fine. Don't blink. Don't blink. We don't have to blink. I'm doing fine.
What do you have? We have noticed when we look at the spreadsheet, you are the Amber Dan Kote when it comes to the women category. In fact, even you have swept even the men too, because you've been so wonderful. What do you have to tell Amazonia now? You have 5 minutes to speak. What will you have to tell Amazonia and leadership and unity and collaboration and our forces in Ground Zero? What do you have in all aspects to tell Amazonia today?
Yes.
Right on. This is the Queen of Amazonia, the Queen of Liberation TV. This is Mom Nagela Gilles.
Yes. Papa, thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, I just want to tell all the Ambazonians, every Ambazonian who is in diaspora. I don't know about the Cameroon, but I'm telling everybody to fall under ADF and Contender. Because if you really want to be free, these are the only group that can take us to Boya. Okay, hold on. Yeah, wait, my son wants to say something. Wait, he's just here.
Yes, please give it to her. Let him speak.
I just wanted to say, is this online or this
yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna come on. I'm gonna say first of all, I'm glad for the movement. I thank you guys for everything that you guys are doing for Cameroon. But here's the thing, I have to say this. We have to remember that a very close person to me was lost to this because of this war, Richard. And no. The thing is, but I know, and I'm going to say what I have to say.
Say it, sir. Right on. Say it. Feel free.
He was an American. First of all, he was an English speaking.
Yeah.
He was an English speaking person. But here's what I got to say: and we killed our own over misunderstandings.
Yeah.
So all that I want to say is that
right on.
Our soldiers about not killing others within our circle. And to be more sensitive to the fact that these are our loved ones as well, because even though we're celebrating over here, we're also mourning one of our own.
Absolutely, sir. I agree with you. You are right. Thank you so much for saying that. That is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's my son. He took me. He wanted to say something.
because of what happened. That
Yeah.
is,
No, he did so well. Remember that we are building a strong institutions full of democracy. Exactly. So I want to thank him for that, for speaking out his mind, because that's actually what the TV is. So thank him so much for speaking up, because the nation shall be great because of people and mindset like him that say it as it is. So again, a mega thanks to him again. Right on, the Queen of Liberation TV. Right on.
Okay. Yes. All of us, every Cameroonian, please send it. Fall under Contender and ADF, because that's the only way to go. That is the only way. I'm begging, even my soldiers on the ground, please, all of you all should get united. We need unity to get this thing going in order to reach Boya. We need it. Forget about Sako. Sako is not for independence. Sako is federation. He's already told us that he is with Pobia, with the tyrant. So if you want to go to Boya, I'm begging, please, you should join the Contender. But if you don't want to be, you don't want to be a federalist. If you don't want to be federalist, join us. Join Dr. Yaba. Dr. Yaba, I am so proud of Dr. Yaba. I am so proud of all the Contender and the ADF people. They are doing a great job. Please, my own thing is, let us be united. Let us move to Boya together. Please, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, the Honorable Queen of Liberation TV, the model of Liberation TV. Thank you for continuously being a model, a role model, being a mom, being a daughter to the states, to the nation that we are building, because people like you are never to be forgotten. People like you, your images must be printed into the national archives, to everywhere, to the museum, to everywhere in Amazonia, where they know today alive and tomorrow that somebody exists that was so great to the nation. And guess what? Printing the national, the banknotes, and why not putting their faces on it? This is why the people that build the nation deserve to be remembered. Every time they are alive or they are gone, they will be remembered. Thank you so much. What is the motivation you want to give to anything feminine or anyone that call himself an Amazonian? What motivation do you have to do? And link to the bank account, to your ATM, to your credit card, to your PayPal, because we think that your bank account have suffered a lot because of this struggle. What do you have to tell them, lovely and nicely?
Yeah, I'm just begging. I'm begging that everybody, all the women, especially the women, we know if you are a woman, and we are very, very strong. We are Amazonian ladies. Please try to donate. Give $50, $20, a month. I'm begging. Even $50 once in 2 months. That is gonna help us. Everybody, everyone, especially the women. Please, forget about the men. We not really forget about them. We just have to, as a woman, let's all come together. Let's all talk. Please, I'm begging. We talk and then full things. We show them that we are behind them. We can support them. So they should know, everybody, don't be behind. Just talk. It doesn't matter. Go everywhere. You see people, just tell them. If that's what is happening with us, please, I'm begging all of you, motivate yourself. Talk. Go to if you don't want to put your name on it, if you don't want to, because some people they say, oh, I don't want to put my name, I don't want to, or they laugh at us. You can hand it back. You meet somebody who is in Amazonia thing. Tell them to come and meet the person and give your money, and then we send it in. Or you don't even need to use your name. Please, I'm begging you all. I am begging. I'm on my knees on so that all of us, all women, because I know we can move mountains. Please, let's join this force. Let's join and help them, please, and do our thing. Let's do our thing. We say, oh, we the women, we did it. But I'm so happy because a lot of women, people like Walia the Move, people like Erica, all of them, people like Abu Free, they are doing their best. but we need more women. We need more women to come on the table. I need you people. Let's put our hands together. Let's figure out. Let's unite. Let's talk. We can maybe have our own group to just see what we can do to take this move forward. Thanks, Dr. Ayaba. I'm really thanking Dr. Ayaba, Kwan Benedict. Please, I'm thanking you on Tapang, Ivo, all of you. You do. I really, really thank you all. I appreciate you all because if not of you, I believe I don't know who would have been because I don't know what the other group, Sako group is doing. But I'm happy that we unite with the Teseko. So let's do our thing. Let's talk to those Teseko people. Let them do something. Let them come together. Let them try because I'm not even hearing them. You know, please. Africa said something the other day. I was so happy. You know, he's trying to advise them that they should show that there is stuff on the ground. Let them do something. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you all Amazonians.
Thank you so much, the Queen of Liberation TV, the role model of Liberation TV. We want to thank her. She does not underspeak. She is very pragmatic. There's a lot of things that she does that I can put it out here in the public for so many good strategic and reasoning. Thank you so much and God bless you. This is Liberation TV and bye. Now, my fellow brothers and sisters, you have listened from the Queen of Liberation TV, Mom Nagela Glaze, one of the most strongest and very faithful and honest citizen, a patriot of the nation. Want to thank her again for giving time. This was a surprise call. We don't know whether she was at work, whether she was sleeping, whether she was resting. We gave her a surprise call. And a number that she don't even have. She have my official number, you know. She communicated with me, but with the official number. I can't allow her, like, I give official number. She communicate with me with a private number. So today I decided to surprise her from a number that she don't have. You know, and she picked the call. I have three phone numbers. Liberation TV, another number, and then another private number. So we give her, like, you know, and she's surprised, but she picked the call. You people can see people that are already in the revolution. I surprised Erica Zara. She spoke like she sleeps, she eat the revolution, she drink the revolution, breakfast is the revolution, lunch, dinner, supper, everything revolution. She spoke as if she was waiting for the call. I call again Mom Nagela Glaze. She didn't know who was calling. She dropped the call. She's very, very discreet, eh? Very discreet woman. So now I call now and say immediately, this Liberation TV, this Major General Vela, when she hear Vela, that's all. She answered the call as if she already prepared 1 year ago that a call like this will come. These are people that are ready every time. They don't mess up. You will see people like, if you call some people, they start to bite their tongue. Oh my God, I should have written something. Oh my God, I should have written the guidelines of what I'm going to say. But these people are just speaking. Liberation TV, the host, myself, I don't even read from anywhere when I speak. We know our people. The people that have suffered, we are part and parcel of our people. But if you see Mom Nagela Glaze, who even said that she has not been so frequent to Ground Zero, but she speaks even more than some people that are connected to Ground Zero. You can now see that these are people these are real leaders. These are people that are really giving so much to the revolution. And she said women should think about coming together. Women should create a funding women win. That's what she said. We are going to give another surprising call to someone as we are thanking all Mandelas. So all the Mandelas, God bless you. Thank you so much. We want to thank the new members to Mandelas. You are phenomenal. Yesterday, I had somebody that was new coming to Mandela. Just joined the team. 15 minutes joining, and money start pouring in. And I'm like, this 15 minutes, somebody has just joined. Money start coming in. Money just come. 15 minutes. 15 minutes, welcoming, welcome, sir, welcome this, welcome, mama, welcome, Amber Queen. 15 minutes, the bank account started working. And I look at the email, I see money coming. I'm like, oh, these people are very amazing. They're just coming now and money has started coming. They feel for Ground Zero. And they gave a message beside it, the message about Ground Zero. That we have nothing to say to Ground Zero. Talking cannot help Ground Zero. That is the bank account, credit card and PayPal. And the cash app. And then the money entered. Immediately yesterday, I see more than $200 coming. This $200 was from new members. I see people joining from Dubai. And money is coming from Dubai. And I'm asking myself, oh my God, people in Dubai, some people think that people in Dubai are working so hard, and it's true. And I said, no, we can be working so hard and we don't have more money, but at least we have to give a $20,000 to $30,000 to $20, $30 to Mandelas to $50 every month. They said, no, we are working, we might not have more money, but our people need more. And somebody from Qatar is giving $100, and I'm asking like, oh my God, people from Qatar, maybe they don't have big money, but $100. And then me in America, if I give $50, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. And somebody from Dubai called and is giving $80. And I ask myself, somebody from Dubai is giving $80, almost half of the salary. Almost half of the salary. And I'm asking myself, oh my God, if I'm in America and somebody in Dubai is giving $80, if I give 20, it's unbelievable. You know? And I understand some of us have so many responsibilities. You have family, you have your kids, and you have so many groups that you have to give. So some people take $100 and they split 20, 20, 20, which is good too. It's acceptable. You know, that's acceptable. So I want to thank all of you people. And if you will ask me how the people in Dubai and Middle East and Qatar are doing, I am so flexible. A businessman like me cannot lack how to collect money from people. I have given my life to the revolution. Free of charge. Free. In fact, when you pay the money through the website, you give $100. You know, the financial machinery that is incorporated to the website, which I don't control, sometimes it takes $5. I don't even care. I round the money up from my pocket. When you give $100, I submit $100. But I know that the website charges maybe $5. Like PayPal, just like MoneyGram, just like Western Union. The website also has something like that charges money when you make a transaction. So I don't care. You give 100, they charge $5, 95 I receive, I add it to 100, I submit. Because I know these are people supporting. At the end of the month, I am supposed to support the struggle $500. So when I add like that and another $100 I used to add the money that's coming in, I give the remaining 400. 500 has still been given to the revolution. This is how you think when you are dealing with a society. So I want to encourage all of you people that are anonymous. When the website is back, by the way, folks, I spend so much money to bring the website back. I spend so much money to mitigate the website. I spend so much money, but I don't care. It's for the struggle. Humanitarian. You know, the website is humanitarian. The humanitarian wing of the struggle, the website. So the website is back fully. It's secured now. SSS certificates. Your credit cards are secured. Your bank accounts are secured. Everything is secured. And now, one thing I want to let you know: you are not obliged to write your name when you go to the website. You are not obliged to write your full name. You can write a fake name. You are not supposed to give me your information. Don't even give me your address. Give a wrong address. Make the screenshot and send to me the screenshot, and then I know it's you. Don't write any sensitive information in there. Just write your, because I don't see your account number, your bank account number, or your credit card number. I don't even see it. The way the website is a charity, is a big thing in America. You know, in America you do not. There are certain things you don't see. You don't see people's personal credit cards. So the same way, the reason why you don't see credit cards, the reason why they charge for every donation that you make the website, they charge maybe $5, $2, $1, depending on how much the amount is. The reason why they charge is because they make sure that your information is protected from me. I don't have to see your information. And that machinery that is making sure that no one sees your information is charging the cost of transaction. It's not me. And that is good for you, because I don't have to see any of your information, which I don't even want to see. So when you go to that website, when you want to write your name, don't even write the real name. If you want to write a name, it's only where the credit card is. If it is where the credit card is and you want to write your name, then you write your name. But if you want to write your name in the address, don't write a real address. Just write something that don't even exist. So I will never know your address. No one ever know your address. You understand? So this is to let you know that the website is so secured for anonymous contributors. You are anonymous. Just go there and contribute like charity. Like, don't even let me know. Contribute as anonymous. And when you go to website, there's a lot of flexibility. You can even say what you want to do. You can also pick one item. Let's say, oh, I want to give one stick, one Mami Water stick. I can just say, I want to donate for, buy food for the orphans. And then you make a screenshot, send to me and say, this is for the groundnut, this is for stick. You understand? Communicate with me now like this in the normal WhatsApp communication or Facebook communication. But when you go there, you choose, you want to donate food for the orphans. You understand? The website is very standard in that way. You are donating food for the orphans, then you make a screenshot, send to me, and then you explain very well so I can understand. You understand me? Do you understand? Do you hear me? I brought some few words. Do you hear me? We tried to assimilate them and it was not possible. Do you hear me? Can you understand? This is embarrassment. Exactly. So please, go there. It's very secure. Even if you are in America, you don't want to give a cash app, I don't mind. Just go to the website. I don't need to know you. You have to be anonymous. Or you can do a screenshot and send to me and tell you we are fake Facebook account. Those of you that are ghosts have fake Facebook account and you are ghost and you are a businessman. No businessman exists without a credit card. No businessman exists. International businessman. You go to Cameroon every time, as some of you have been telling me, that you are anonymous because you have been going to Cameroon and doing business every time, which I understand. But then I have never seen any donation coming from you. Let your fake Facebook account make a screenshot and send to me and say, listen, this anonymous contribution is done by me. So I go to the website and see if there's some contribution like that. You can put your name. Let's say your name is Franklin Ngambam. Let's say your name is Franklin Ngambam. You go there and you put your name there as a, maybe you put Vela Kikunga. Then you come, your name is Franklin Ngambam. You come to me and say, that name that is Vela Kikunga is me. I donated this amount, this is a screenshot. Then I go to the website and I see the name Vela Kikunga. I know Franklin Ngambam was right. Then I know that was really Franklin Ngambam. Yeah? The youngest Ngambam. That means that Franklin, the rich man. That's the meaning of Ngambam. So you people understand this. That's how you do. Because you understand the flexibility nature of the revolution, where there are some people that are married. Your husband don't want to see you giving money to this. You know, your husband don't want to give you money to fix your hair. If he discover that you take the money and you give here. So you take $200 from your boyfriend or husband to go and fix your hair. But you know that you have your person that have been fixing your hair for years and is giving you a price for $100. What do you do with the remaining 100? You want to slash it to a Mandelas. You want to give it to the struggle. But then you don't want your husband to know that you are doing that. Then you go there as anonymous and you send the money. No one knows you. So many people in UK will just send to Erica using so many names. And Erica will take it now. Only Erica will channel the money. It's even better for those of you in UK. Just reach out to Erica and give it whatever means to Erica. And then Erica will give here in the radical platform where no one can see you if you are afraid. Also in America, there are people like that. You reach out to me, I will tell you, okay, you can give to this person, give to Ali on the move, give to Ebu Free, give to this person, they will give it always to Mandela the platform. So I hope that you people are understanding now how it functions. Huh? So as United Nations is talking about the humanitarian, we also have our own humanitarian work, and that's our website. So go to website, humanitarian website, do the humanitarian work, and we will receive bigly and fatly, and we will channel it to ground zero. Is that not humanitarian? It's also part of humanitarian to secure the people and save the people. That's why the United Nations have the Security Council. You understand? Now, we want to give a surprise call to one person too. Let us hope we get the person. This is going to be another surprise call. So before I bring that surprise call to this person, you know what? Before I give the surprise call to that person,
in the spirit of General Ivo, our restoration forces are today more committed than ever to execute the takeover blueprint. This happened in the Northern Zone.
Surprise call. Surprise call. We missed target. That was a surprise call. Another surprise call. We missed target. So the number of Liberation TV is +17866302357. Anyone can call right now. We have some few minutes to go, and anyone can call and say exactly how you feel. This is Liberation TV. You want to support? Have your pins. www.nchangshuboys.org. Again on the screen, as you can see there, to have your amber pin, you give to you give your contribution. www.nchangshuboys.org. www.nchangshuboys.org. Again, support the ADA forces. Support at www.nchangshuboys.org. For so many of you who have asked me, how do you support Liberation TV? You have support for Liberation TV. I tell you today, if you want to support Liberation TV, go to www.nchangshuboys.org. You want to support Liberation TV because we don't have bills to pay. I pay all the bills for 12 months. So for 12 months coming, we don't have to pay anything. So you want to support Liberation TV, just go to www.nchangshuboys.org. You are supporting Ground Zero, not Liberation TV. By the way, you are supporting your soldiers, Ground Zero, and not Liberation TV, by the way. Support your soldiers, www.nchangshuboys.org, as you can see on the screen. I want to thank you all for all your efforts, for all your collective efforts, for all your steadfastness, and for all your resistance. Again, www.nchangshuboys.org on your screen is a support to our forces. We want to keep giving surprise calls to some people that are very pragmatic, that are doing great job. Let us see another one that we want to call right now. These are all surprise calls. Mandelas, you know, they are great. Today is their day.
Hello?
Hello, this is Liberation TV, this is Major General Vela, and this is a surprise call to you.
Vela.
Today is a Mandela Day.
It is a Mandela Day.
The day Mandelas want to thank God for all the achievement that we have had this past month, and to submit our PIN project and our past month project.
That's very true. That's very true. Mandelas have been doing really well. We appreciate them. Ground Zero appreciate them, I believe.
As part of the Mandela Amber Queens that we have, that are so pragmatic, that have never blink, never sleep in this revolution. What do you and your household that we know have to say? Because I know when you speak for the household.
The only thing I would like to say is just for Ground Zero to keep strong, to keep fighting, to keep doing what they are doing. And then I will urge us in the diaspora to actually do better than we've been doing. At least 2019 has been challenging. A lot has happened. But we are coming towards the end of the year now. So I believe that we could maybe do the final push and do something. This is December, Lola. So I think we should, all Ambazonians should do more and provide food for the boys, the refugees, the internally displaced, through the Aya Foundation. Anything anybody can do will be helpful. Even it means feeding just one child, one soldier, anything will go a long way. Let's remember them and make them proud this December.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this wisely thought. As you always think better than I could do. No one thinks better than Amber Queens like you. What do you have to tell all the girls and ladies and so many pretty women that are like you out there that are still doubting if this Amazonian revolution is real? What do you have to tell them, my dear?
I think the Amazonian revolution is real. To all the beautiful Amber Queens and all the well-wishers out there who are women, I say there is girls' power. And
don't forget, this revolution is different because in Amazonian revolution, I believe about 50% or even 60% are the women taking the battle. They do a lot at the background. They are the one holding all of you people, including Vela. We are the one holding him to order when he is going astray. And I just want to thank them all and say they should carry on doing what they do best.
Thank you so much.
And keep supporting the men and bringing them to order if they go astray.
Thank you so much, because I noticed that. That's why of recent I will not argue with Amber women, because I discover who exactly they are. And that's right. If I have to come out and misspoke and say something that is not true before I'm coming my head, I will say where will I hide, or where will I hide? That means next time I will not misspoke again, right? I will not speak, I will not misspeak, I will not misspoke. So thank you so much. And that's true. Anytime I misspoke or say something bad, before coming back to the house, I hold my head and put my helmet.
That's true, Ella.
Thank you so much for all the support, my dear. Thank you for all the support. Greetings to your household. On behalf of Liberation TV, you are wonderful and phenomenal. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ella, and thank you, Mandelas, and thanks everyone for doing what they do. Their little go a long way. It doesn't have to be big, but one step at a time. It's together.
Amen.
Together we can do this.
Amen. And now we have another surprising call coming from one of the greatest, Amber Queen 2. In this case, you are going to hear her voice. If you cannot identify her voice, then I will let you know. Hello, Amber Queen, the mover herself. Welcome to Liberation TV. Let me route this to the speaker, because this is not going to the speaker for one reason I don't know. Hello, Amber Queen, the mover herself. Welcome to Liberation TV.
Thank you, General. Thank you for all you do.
We wanted to give you a surprise call because today is the day for Mandela. Mandelas are supposed to hand in 1 or 2 contributions today. And this prayer session, thanking God for wonderful Amber Queens, wonderful people that we have in our institution like you. And we decided to give you we decided to give you a surprise call to see how you feel today about Amazonia, when America has flushed Cameroon down to zero to dust, when the British House of Lords have asked Commonwealth to sanction the useless Cameroon, and BS pan is falling now every day. A Tanganji Post passport taken and 5 others, and Cameroon government officials can't even fly abroad because the Interpol is waiting them everywhere they go. How do you feel today?
I feel excited. I feel wonderful. We all know that Cameroon has been defeated in our territory. Some of us know how and what it has cost us in human blood and treasure. It is very sad that we might not be able to meet some of our bravest achievements, but I'm still proud to be part of this generation. I'm so proud to be part of this chosen, excited group of people that have decided to take their own destiny into their hands instead of looking for the trickle-down effect, which in other words means that you are on your own. So we are tired of that. We have decided to stand up and say no more. Never again shall our children and children's children work for nothing.
Amen. And also, you have also chosen one thing we have seen over of recent is you are not only about the professional military with the code of conduct, because we have seen that you very much like Contender force when it came in, and that you preach that the code of conduct should be a thing of all defense forces, and you so much put all your effort in Changshu Boys and the PIN project. You have not slept since day one. You have done a lot behind the scene in the PIN project that I myself, even my mouth is tongue-tied to say it out here. What do you have to motivate other people when it comes to volunteering, doing free, wonderful, top job behind the scene for the nation without any being paid or any check or anything or even no compensation?
You know, you will realize that working behind the scenes is the best thing that can happen to any individual. But sometimes it's good to come out and motivate the people so that they know what you do as well. Exactly. Because we are in a liberation struggle. We are not in a work of faith of Christianity that you work here and get your pay in heaven. Everything that we do in this revolution is a civic duty, and we have to show what you do. As you have paid your dues. Yeah. All of us are in America, Europe, Dubai, wherever today we are enjoying freedom of speech. We are walking around, we are driving in cars, we have good jobs,
Yeah.
We take care of our businesses because some people fought and paid their dues and used their faces and sacrifice their blood for us to be here today.
Yeah.
So we have to do the same for our own people. And I really think that our generation is the generation that we are looking for instant gratification. We have learned to look for liberty, to do things that we do not enjoy it, but we know that some people after us and enjoy it in remembrance of us. So that is what I'm motivating other people that they need to come up. The Peace Project is one project that has really shown me that all Amazonians want independence. Everybody wants a piece of that land on their head, which is very, very important. And when I see the way people up for that thing, if when some people put their order and it takes a little while for the kids to get there, they start aggravating because they feel left out. That project has really made me understand that people want independence. Amazonians want their destiny into their hands, and we continue to do that.
But there's one thing that we discovered that during the production of the pin, somebody will like we have our our logos and so on and so forth. Somebody would think that the one that produced the pin is going to put the logo of the group that produced the pin, put the name of the group in it. But we look at the pin, and the pin is just universal. What I mean universal is the pin has got no group name written on it. When we look at the pin, we see only this is Amazonia. This is something that only have the amber flag, a customized VIP flag on it, and there's no name of the group, meaning that the pin is universal. Anyone from any group can use the pin. What comment do you have to say in terms of that?
That is the one thing that shows that there is unity, because everybody has purchased this pin, and when you call for your pin, we don't even ask you what group you belong to. I strongly think that this pin project is the project that has crossed boundaries and eventually will be one, because everybody you see now is wearing the pin. It doesn't matter whether you are in whatever group you are. We are fighting for one country, and it is an Amazonian freedom team. It is not destined to a group, or it's not, that group. Everybody has that team as a piece of their territory in their left chest. Country is a hard away from them. So the thing is crossing the borders for everybody, is for every Amazonian and our friends. Because I went to the 50 of my African American friends, all of them got that team, and they plan on coming to the country with me as soon as freedom is declared. They are not coming to enjoy it, but to prepare their mind. They are coming to help rebuild the country. So the team is available for everybody. You don't have to be Amazonian. Take them to your neighbor. Tell them the peace is a selling point for our project. It's something that people look at you and say, oh, what is that? You have promotion? What is that you have? Then that be an opportunity for you to explain what our account is going to, and see how people come to you to listen. And sometimes they will even ask you a token, and they will even ask a flight or for a website that they know a bit more about our revolution. And personally, some of the people that come to me and ask about the things, I start talking about, they tell me that they know about the problem. They didn't know how it works, that they want to read more. It is very, very interesting how many people know about our problem now as opposed to 2016, where it started a brand new. Everybody that comes to me now, before I start talking, they say, oh, yeah, I heard something like that. I even went to a court. You know how in America, people they call regular people sit in court to sit in the jury to make decisions. I was called to do jury duty. I went there, and the judge quoted Cameroon. You see, when we do our laws here, we want ordinary people to participate in the jury so that we are fair in decisions taken upon the defenders. Not like Cameroon, where it's not by dictator. I'm telling you, my blood fell on my face when the judge said not like Cameroon. I thought I had to put my hand up like that is where I am from. Thank you so much, Judge, for this life. I'm telling you that our struggle is trending, and we must take the unity of the time to do what we have to do to survive and to be free.
Okay, there's also something that we have noticed about you. Recently, you were in you also about a year ago you went to the refugee camps and you gave a lot to our people. And we have also seen you even in your vacation not resting, but everywhere we see you going, whether you are going on your vacation on a dinner or somewhere you are having your amber pins. You took amber pins to Dubai. You went to Dubai. You did a lot of stuff, coordinated our people there. And we have seen so many wonderful outings from that move. One thing that we want to start on from is your drive going to refugee camps to go and help the people out. Right now, at this time, as we are talking, the video is on the screen. What do you have to say? Give 1 minute, and then the people can see you talking in this video, and then you can make a comment in that.
A few weeks ago, most of you were cuddled together in your homes. Though uncertain about the future of your children, you were nonetheless in the country of your birth. Today, you gather in a foreign country, quite unsure what the future holds, and even more confused when you will ever return back to your country. I will write to you as someone who took the same road. You have to look at yourself as the refugee camp to live shall be free. It will be a better place, a place to dream and hope, to be successful, one of equal opportunities. God bless you all and protect Amazonia.
So just like Dr. Cho Ayaba, who wouldn't just sit in America or in Europe or any country and say that he's a leader, he will go to ground zero and you know, and to that village, of course, and put the foundation of self-defense. Also, as part of AGOPs that are real, you also went to Nigeria, to the refugee camps, and give a lot of food, big, tremendous amount of food to our people. You gave a message to the people, and we see our people so happy. I know it was a tough journey for you because you have to resist and break the chains before you even have access to give the humanitarian things to the people, which is part of AGOPs that we do humanitarians sometime behind the scene. This is more than a year. This video has not been out. People are just seeing these videos now, but this is what is constantly going on with ADF people, that they act most of the time. When you see the love people have for you, after reading the message of CIC, the message of Dr. Cho Ayaba to the people in the refugee camp, everyone overwhelmingly clapping hands, shouting and chanting, how did you feel?
You know, that trip as a whole was a life-changing experience for me. I have been a humanitarian person my entire life from when I was a baby. I was taking care of other babies. So, you know, that is just me. But that trip in particular did something to me that I would never forget. When I saw our parents in the refugee camp, I saw grandfathers that were turned into boys fighting over food. I made a solution to myself. You know the lady that left her son and dug the grave by herself? That is, I put myself in that position and I said until the last drop would drop of the last drop of blood would come out from my veins, I will continue to fight you with free. It was a heartwarming experience. My whole trip to meeting those people, we not only bring them food, we went there to encourage them to know that they will not sit there in that mentality that we are refugees and we are waiting for handout. We went there as well to encourage them, to tell them that the young men, women that are in that refugee camp can eventually fight in their country. They don't need to make themselves and feel like they are victims. They became soldiers of the Amazonian revolution, and that's exactly what a lot of them are doing. I was so happy at the end of that message, the way the people received the message. I came back happy. Even though most of that journey, I was crying because I look at the people, I saw the life that they were living. I saw children that were fighting over candy that people put in garbage where I stay. I saw the way children were fighting over, and it was just like melted my heart. And you know, I just continue to pray for those people. I don't have the time to go there every now and then. I make sure that I meet them one at a time. There are some people that I'm giving them businesses, and they are doing those businesses. And when it starts, I tell them that this is a loan. But when they try to pay back their loan, I direct that loan to somebody else. So when you get stable, you hand the loan to the next person. When the next person gets stable, they hand the loan to the next person. And it's ongoing, and the people are extremely happy. And that just makes me feel happy that I will leave the world a better place than I came in. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And your recent journey to Dubai, what experience do you have from there to say? Because we always have people calling us and saying, oh my God, I saw Wali on the move. Oh my God, I did everything. Oh my God, I have to track her until the airport. I reached to the airport and she gave me a pin. She pinned me. She put it. So what experience do you have from going to Dubai?
You know, going to Dubai, I didn't know what a community we have there. I went to Dubai. It was a work station. But you know, my boss is always kind. Every time I go out of the country, he gives me like 3 days to relax. So those 3 days, when I went there, I went straight to work right away. So when I had time to put it on Facebook that I'm in Dubai, I couldn't sleep that night. Everybody was calling me out. I can't believe you're in Dubai. Where can I meet you? So 2 people met me in the hotel. So this one guy trying to come 3 days, but I went to work in Abu Dhabi. So when we finally met, when he was finally on his way, I waited and waited. And you know, in Dubai, their network is funny. Like on WhatsApp, they used to have like, I don't know, they call it data, or so he set it up. I didn't know that. I called and sent message. Then I assumed that he was not coming because I was about to miss my flight as well.
Yeah.
So I left. As soon as I left, I was in the bus going to the airport. 5 minutes later, he called me. He said he was in the lobby.
Yeah.
And I said I just slept.
Oh my
so
God.
He said, I'm taking a cab and following you to the airport. I said that would be very, very expensive. He said I'm willing to pay the expenses. So he came to the airport. There, we checked in. Like, do you think you want to go back? And we started talking about. We talked for over 2 hours until it was time for me to get to sleep. So I gave him and then I told him that there are other people that I would try to connect him to them, and so that they can at least meet him with time. I gave him some few extra things, you know, and it was such a touching experience for me. I mean, he was so happy to meet me. My co-workers were like, wow, you remind me of coming to America when the prince of the surprise were one of the people. I was like, oh no, it's not that serious. We are just fighting to the football. He was so excited, as well. And I seen him at the airport, and it was great. My whole Dubai, what I saw in that country, I went to old Dubai, how Dubai used to be in the 80s.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing what people have done with their country in 35 years. And I thought it was different money. They don't have oil anymore. So now what they did, they use oil melting to give their country to the world.
Exactly.
Dubai is 5 top countries in 4 seasons. They make about 95% of their income from their tourism industry. So they have that's the country that is already made. And when I studied all, I could think how our country could be like this one day. And we have a man.
Right on. You now see why I believe in independence. After spending most of the time in Dubai, going to Dubai every time, seeing them without oil, no more natural resources, but the country is working and doing so great. Amazonia with so many resources, we believe we are even going to be like the Empire State in New York. So right on, my dear. Also, we also have a video here where we discover that anything you do is about a struggle. Maybe your boss have given you some little time to recreate, to relax, as you say, but we have seen the way you pin a pin, very flexible. But I mean, this is almost like fun. We want to listen to that. Give it 1 second. We want to listen to that, and then you give a comment on that. You are on the screen right now.
Plus the vacation time that I can travel to see the world. I want to thank all my people from Amazonia. You see, of course, I'm rocking my freedom pin. I put it here, but it tries to pierce my nipple because of the dress that I'm wearing. So I have to put it here. I want to thank my best friend, my best travel mate, the person that understands me best, my one and only Yogi.
Yay! And Wally is always there.
My Amazonian people that have traveled the world and have come to Dubai and have seen it. And I promise you all that after we get our freedom, this is exactly how we're going to be living. Don't forget to order your freedom pin, www and our children's children will enjoy the fruit of our labor. We must learn to live legacy. We must not learn to live in the time. We will do it, we will take our time, and we will succeed. Amba, oh yeah, say oh yeah.
All right. And this is Dubai. And we're going to get to that country. And
Now, we have listened to that video and it's amazing, it's hilarious, it's a great one that you are having one of the time where we say you are like, you know when they say somebody is lost in happiness. You are lost in happiness to an extent where some people fly, some people, you know, they just love to enjoy to sip their wine. But then what comes in your mind, boom, is the Amazonia, is a freedom pin. Is talking for the revolution, telling those people, the business tycoon there, telling them about Amazonia and the Amber pin and showing them your sexy pin. You pin your sexy pin right at the center, at your sternum, almost to the center of your heart. I mean, it seems like there's something natural inside you going on there that we can see that no matter whatever move or time or period you are, Amazonia is always the first and priority. What do you have to tell us according to that video we just watched? Besides, you are listening to one on the move.
The Amazonian pin, it becomes a lifestyle. In fact, I'm thinking of getting one for every dress that I have, so I don't have to be changing them. You know, any dress that I wear already have the pin in it. It is a lifestyle, and like I said before, it is a selling point to take our struggle to the international community. Just the way I was using those things, everybody in that working station have one. They say they want one for themselves. That's like there's no way they will go without having it. I make the pin so special. Like I go to working station, I put my badge on my pocket. When I put my pin on my chest, they say, "What is your badge?" I'm like, "Oops." I put this badge here and I thought it was the pin. I put this pin here and I thought it was my badge. They're like, what is special about that pin? Yeah. So I have the opportunity to talk about the pin.
Wow. Wonderful. And so many people are ordering the pins. So many people keep coming to changshuboys.org, the website that you provide to them, to say you are accessing this website every day. So you are able to use the website to forward the pins to wherever the request and demand is. Coupled to the fact that, you know, the demand is becoming so high and supply is becoming so limited. How are you coping with that? Because we produce the first amount of pin that we produce run out like in just 1 or 2 weeks. So the demand became so big than the supply, and now you had to CIC. We heard he orders so many pins again to make up with the demands. What do you have to? How do you cope up with that high demand relative to supply?
You know, as soon as those first set of pins came out, I already knew in my heart that this is something that every Amazonian will want. So I started talking to the people that were in the pin committee that you guys need to start making more pins, because I strongly think that we will soon be running out of pins. Wow. Before I know the pins were, you know, I go to chat. I'm sitting right now. If I was on video, you would have seen me in front of the post office. Every day at my break, I go to the post office. And mind you, the only pins that are positive are the pins for the United States. The other people that are ordering pins from the UK, there is somebody that I go to the order and I send the mailing from there. The people in Finland, they mail their pins. The people in South Africa, they mail their pins in South Africa. But everybody can go to Shampoo Boys and request for their pins, make payment for their pins. No matter where you are to go, I access that website at least twice a week, and all the orders that I make sure immediately that I send it to whoever is in that region, that it needs to be mailed out right away.
Is there any plan for those in Canada, or are you in charge, or there's somebody in Canada?
There is somebody in Canada that is responsible for the pins from Shampoo Boys website to Canada.
All right, and what about Japan? Is there any plans for Japan yet?
There is somebody in Japan. Look, it is funny because I went to the website, I saw somebody. No, this guy actually called me. And guess how he made his payment? I was looking to send some money to the food soldier, and he told me that it will be easy for him to send money to Ground Zero I told him send that money immediately to Ground Zero and send me the because then the money that I was going to send to Ground Zero, I would intend to put it in the treasury for the people. Yeah. That is how I knew he wanted those things so bad in Japan. So I contacted the person that is in charge of Japan, and that person told me that there is somebody in Japan holding over 25 things.
Wow, wow.
So the people were cheap to him immediately.
So for that reason, the people that have been contacting me from Japan, contact me behind the scene right now, and we will see how you're gonna get your pin. And now, about South Africa, do you have any? Because people also from South Africa are reaching out to me, and some of them have tried me to ask you. What about South Africa?
I saw a post from you know, when I put a post on Facebook, somebody from South Africa contacted me and said,
"Oh my God, your eyes are too wide. Why you don't you don't sleep anymore? How you see even the comments, even the comments?"
Oh no, I go through all my comments, and if time permits, I reply to everybody that comments on my Facebook.
Exactly.
Even if it is called, I will tell you if I don't have time.
Wonderful.
Trust me, I'm street too.
Thank you so much.
You know, I'm street and I can deny. So if you come,
Lovely.
if you come too rough, I might be a little rough.
Lovely.
So,
Lovely.
It breaks my heart that somebody paid for their pin and they want to show off their pins, but they haven't had it. So I inboxed him and asked him how he's doing for his pin. I said, because it is Changshu boy, I cannot believe that you are not receiving it. He said he paid, he showed me the other money that he paid. I don't test that, but there are pins in South Africa and I will make sure. So I already spoke to the person that is in charge of pins in South Africa to mail his pin before we figure out the account matter. Because for me, I want people to have peace first before we can, you know, figure out what happens to the money. As long as you pay, I will make sure that you have. Nobody has lied.
Yeah.
Everybody has paid. We finally came to realize that they paid and we saw the money. So I'm really happy that we are building the structure. The way people when I went to Dubai, I was surprised that there is no thing there. There is no scam. I mean, you can leave your purse anywhere, and the people they tell you that don't worry, leave it when you get back, and it's always there when I get back. So you are not even at the market that they will try to fool you and tell you wrong things. And I was amazing. My own stay there this is an experience for me.
Trust me, you can now see the reason why I do business in Dubai, because I know in Dubai, even though Cameroon government thought that Dubai was easy to infiltrate, you know, about a year ago, Cameroon government came. Even this guy, this dictator, Being Bondo, went to Dubai and installed the embassy in Dubai. They thought that with the installation of embassy, they could be able to contain our people. But they discovered that, the Dubai have a very, very strong administration and a strong immigration plan that you cannot do anything to anyone in Dubai, be a tourist, be a resident. There is nothing you can do, because first of all, how will you even run away? How? If you sell something back to somebody. So it failed bigly and fatly. And it happened even that can you imagine, I went to one hotel, and one of the attendants in the hotel is a bee from Cameroon government that divide. One of the attendants attended to me and said, "Look, I was a bee. I run away. They could have been killed in Amazonia today. You know, I run away. That was a good thing I did. Now I am working here. I'm being paid even more than her. I was paid in Cameroon 80,000. That's what the bee told me. He was paid 80,000 francs a day, and now he's being paid in Dubai equivalent of what? Of 200,000. I was like, I'm so happy for this. And then I met one room attendant, and that room attendant was a bee. And he also said stories to me. They see me and they recognize me. And they're like, "Oh, this is you, Colonel." I'm like, "Yeah, do you know me? I see you in YouTube." I say, "I'm not even in YouTube. Are you calling Facebook YouTube?" They're like, "No, I see you in YouTube." Okay, I don't argue much. And they say, "You are the one." I say, "Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's a different person." But then they say, "No, I'm a bee. I'm a former bee from Cameroon." I say, "Oh, you want to arrest me?" Say, no, you guys are right. You guys are right. I run away from the military. Look at all of them running away because they know Cameroon is bad. Dubai is so nice. Thank you so much for all everything that you did, my dear. You are phenomenal.
Thank you so much.
Any last word you have for soldiers?
Yes, of course. You know the soldiers are my heartbeat.
They call you Mama, of course.
I'm always with them. Like I always say, I'm a good soldier. I walk in their shoes every day. I walk hand in hand with them. They are my favorites. They are the bravest and finest. You know, sometimes I lack words to tell these boys what they have done to us. Because going to embassies and holding flags and standing there and telling, if these boys do not pick up and be brave and do what they have done, it would have taken us forever to not even achieve what we have already achieved. So I'm so proud of them. I love them all. Sometimes they are as bad as them, but I still love them. You know, I really wish I could do more than doing, but I will do everything. Anybody that is doing anything through me, just rest assured that it's going straight to the court and it's going straight to the soldier because they are at it. I will do and undo just to make sure that they get what they want to facilitate their job so that they can easily finish this journey. They are the ones that hold the key. We can do all the diplomacy we want, but if both great heart and finance were not down there, we would have been in circles. They have given us the breakthrough. We have asked them for everything from make our territory ungovernable, make sure there is no election, make sure there is lockdown, make sure there is no school, make sure there is consistent observation. They have done all that to us. We are their mouthpiece. We are their source of income. We are their financial support. Christmas is coming. We used to say we will not celebrate because they are not celebrating. Now we think that while we celebrate Christmas, we make sure that we take care of them as well. They are our bravest and they are our finest. Even the ones that fall, we will never forget them. A monument will be built to them and we will remember the legacy that they have left. Thank you.
And what do you have to say for Mandelas?
Oh, Mandelas, my Mandelas. You know, you see, I love Mandelas. I love them. And since you are rounding up today, by the time you finish from this show, I didn't even know you were there. When I saw your missed call, I was like, hey, call it a call. Let me call back before. And then I look at myself. I don't have a long time to be talking. So when you said that you were listening, I would pull over and back home.
And what do you have to tell the international community that's now pouring on Cameroon's head? Beer span is falling every day. The Commonwealth of all nations, the world along America. What do you have to say?
The international community has called Beer and his cohort in all of their capacity. We will pull their enemies and put them no more. And by the time it's so trusty, my contribution to the market will be in the account.
Bam. Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you. Is there any word for the doctor, Dr. Choi, about the revolutionary leader?
I just want him to know that we are praying for him. He is like our leader. He has done what we cannot even begin to explain. He has stood on his ground. He has stood the test of time together with all the people that go around him and work with him. And we just pray that the God that is inspiring him, the God of our land, will continue to inspire him because he is fit for a cause. And he must finish that cause that he started. You cannot just tell people to pick up God and start fighting them, sit that all and go back. There's no way. All of us, we have a mind way. So I want to give him courage. I want to praise him. I want to praise him. I want to thank him for his leadership. He has exemplary leadership that, that he is the leader that is not exception. The leader that example. That's the type of leader. And I want to praise him for his and for all that he has done to the
Thank you so much. The mover, Wally on the move. Our soldiers call you mom. Thank you so much. God bless you for your consistent effort, for your resistance, for your determination, for your consistency, and for your never give up and no blink attitude and character that you have today. But one thing before you go, we have discovered one thing, that since the revolution started, you used to wear, wonderful shoes. I don't even know how to call those shoes that women do wear, Chanel, this, blah, blah, blah. But we have discovered that you have been wearing but boots now. Boots is about Timberland. You are wearing. We see you like in fact, what do you have to say about that before you go? Sorry, I take all your time. Sorry, I'm just excited.
You know that there is time for everything. There is time for everything. When it's time for combat, you have to show up combat ready. In case you need to start running, then you have to start running. But I still have those times where I'm climbing my heels and I'm rocking my heels. And also that there is time for everything.
Fellow Amazonians, to see what I'm saying, you can see her. Her shoes is purely boots. Since the revolution started, she started wearing camouflage, and she's not wearing those expensive shoes that cost 5,000. But she have a lot of them. She have 3 cars, house, garage, Range Rovers, whatever you can think about it. She got it. But she is more of a soldier. Thank you so much, Wally Odemov. God bless you. We love you so much. Continue to inspire us to stand and never give up like you are. Thank you so much, and God bless you. If we have 10% people in Amazon, just 10% like you, we would have been freed by now. But guess what? Every day, slowly but surely, people are adding. Thank you, and God bless you. Who knows that we're going to be here today?
Who knows?
Thank you so much.
Only God.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. God bless you. Fellow Amazonians, you have heard from Mandelas today, because Mandelas are so excited about their input, their efforts. And you are hearing surprise call to all Mandelas. You are seeing it here. You see me here, just the image. I'm just like a window blind dressing. But behind is a house, right? So I'm just like a window blind or door blind, like something put in the door to dress, or like a mailbox. Inside the mailbox are so many important mails, emails, objects, and so on and so forth. You now see that behind, as you see the TV, so many wonderful people behind the scene. And you can see from the calls that this is amazing. Like, I can't tell you how excited I am, because I know you are excited too. So please, a thumb up for all of them. Nom Nagela Giles, Erica Zara, Abu Free, the Mova Wali on the Move, Wali Kiyaka, the CIC, the chairman, oh my God, Benny Dikua, one of the baddest boss that we have. The baddest CIC, Dr. Cho Ayabada. We have the spokesman Tapang Ivo Tang, and we have now the deputy spokesman too. And that is all great that we have the deputy spokesman now. We have the Eagles spokesman, the Amazonian Defense Forces spokesman Tapang, and we have the deputy spokesman. That means the assistant of all of them who assist information and everything out. This, we are growing bigger and bigger and bigger every day, day and day. This is big winning. No one can ever think about that. Now we have some calls that we are coming in also. These calls that we are coming in, I think that it's time for me to take those calls. Call +1 786 630 2357. +1 786 630 2357. And you are only gonna call only in WhatsApp. Don't call directly. Call directly. So Mr. Oyoboman will pick it up, and then they will just arrest you. You know, call just in directly in WhatsApp, and then in that case, let me go and see if there are some people who call that I didn't pick up. Yeah, of course, there's one person here. I want to listen from this person here. The boss himself, Chopdo. We missed a call from Chopdo. Surprise call, surprise. If you wonder about my lifestyle when I'm back home, that's what I do when I'm back home. That's my lifestyle right there. The goods. I love the goods. What I did when I was back home. You see that? I Greta Gary. That is me right there. I know exactly what we want to do, what we are looking for. We made contact with this person. We made contact with that person. We made contact with that person, so we're gonna see how to do later. So exactly that's what I do when I'm back home. As you can see, I grate a gari, dry it, and then I fry it, right? So those are things that we do when we are back home. So fellow brothers and sisters, we know we have suffered. All of us have suffered. I'm standing here today. I can't tell you that, listen people, for everything that you want to have in life, you have to invest. Time is investment. Time is a factor. You have got to give your best for everything that you want to have in life. Everything is possible. We believe that we are going to be free because Amazonian people are thinking only one way: independence, independence, independence. 6 years ago, I was nothing. 6 years ago, this is what I was doing in the village. Palm wine topper, local palm wine topper or local farmer like this. I will have to go work yucca, cassava in the farm, carry it in my head, bring it home, grate it, tie it, and then I fry. My mother helped me to fry, and then before I can be able to go back to school, right? That's what we will do. In normal society, government have plans for people who don't have means, like I was, right? And so I would do this, and you know, every day we have to take goods like this to the farm. We take the goods like this to the field, so that maybe at the end of a year, these goods can make 2 or 3 babies. They sell the 2 or 3 babies. They will not eat it, because if you eat, you are finished. The family have to sell one of these goods to have money to send children to school. That's how we have suffered, right? But 6 years ago, I decided to take my destiny by my hand. I look at my parents, look at my family, I say, look, I can't keep on being with these people. This is poor. My father never get rich. My mother never get rich. I look at my uncles, none of them is rich. I look at my aunties, none of them rich. I look at my entire nuclear family, and everyone is broke. Everyone is poor. And I look at them, and they are good people, very nice people. They love to have children beside them. Like I said, but if I leave them, I know the love. We have so much attachment before. So much attachment. You don't want to leave your uncles, aunties. So lovely. They are so lovely. So lovely. You love from one auntie to another. But we don't have the means, right? So I'm like, I want to take the bull by the horn. I love the family, but the love is too much. But we cannot die in poverty. So I took myself out, take my destiny by my hand. 2008, after failing my advanced level, I failed for the first time in my life. I failed an exam, was advanced level, GCE. I failed. Why? Because when I was in high school, I did some pium, and then I impregnated my girlfriend. She was pregnant. I have a lot of pressure from the family of the girlfriend. Of course, they had to give me pressure. Why you are doing this thing to the daughter, right? So because of that, I was not able to study, and I failed GCE. I failed because I impregnated a girl, and I was having a lot of pressure in my head. I couldn't study, so there was so much in my head. I have to look how to take care of the child too. At the same time, the girl was driven from their house, and I had to be trying to take care of her because she was driven from their house. So those things make me to have a lot of pressure. This reality show. And I was not able to sit up in my education, and I failed my advanced level. For the first in history, I failed an exam. So in 2008, I decided to go to Douala, where I studied in Atlantic Bilingual College, Douala, Bunaberi. That's where I had my advanced level, where I scored A grade in biology. That's why I went further in 2009 to University of Yaoundé, want to further my education with a bachelor's degree studies under human biology. That is, I did what I call sciences de la vie et de la terre. That's no, I did what I call biologie des organismes animaux. That means biological science. That's what I did. BOR. I studied human biology. In other words, I can break it out like this. That's what I studied in University of Yaoundé 1. And then I suffered a lot. I passed through a lot of all these things. When I suffered in University of Yaoundé 1, I write my test, I don't see my results. Sometimes I see but nail blank, nothing is put on it because you pass and they give it to somebody that paid the money, right? Or you did not buy the pamphlet from the professor, then you automatically gonna fail. Your marks will not even come up, right? Because you did not buy the textbook. I had no money. So in a certain 2012, a certain 2010, I decided to write so many concours because I was writing concours. I write Qs, fail, pass oral, write ENS. In fact, in 2010, there was what they call outbreak of cholera in Cameroon. In far north, extreme north, like Marua, there was a lot of cholera. More than 4,000 people died of cholera. But I was not scared. I wrote ENS Marua. I passed ENS Marua. My parents didn't know. I went to Marua. For ENS Marua, right? In 2010, when there was cholera, my people, we suffered. I came down from Marwa with very good smile, and then the minister, Yak Famdongo, kicked my name out. I went to ask why my name is not in the list. They tell me to go and see the minister, Yak Famdongo. But you cannot see the minister. That is my frustration. That time I had prepared to go to Economar of Marwa. I sold my house in Bonas, sold my gas plate, my everything to prepare my way to go to extreme north. I'm not even afraid to die of cholera again. I was sleeping in sun in Marwa. No, nobody. Sleeping in sun. In Gaunderi, where the train stopped, the train doesn't go to Garwa and Marwa. In Gaunderi, the train stopped. I slept in sun. I took a bus called Touristic. We arrived in Garwa. I slept in sun. I took to Marwa, to Marwa in the place called Mukolo in Marwa. I slept in sun every day. After interview, they asked 5 questions. I answered 3 questions by myself. 5 people, 5 questions, 3 questions answered by 1 person. How would I not pass this? My name, I came down, my name was not, I sold my house, sold my gas plate, everything. But my name was not in the list. I go to ask, they say, go ask the minister, Yak Famdongo. I can't even see the minister. So that's how I was frustrated. I looked myself and I said, listen, you know what? A downfall of man is not the end of his life, but whenever a young man discovers his destiny and discover that he is by himself, not only by his uncles, his aunties, because your aunties, you don't have enmity for your aunties and uncle who don't have to give you. If they were waiting like you, who would ever give to them? So they have a lot of responsibilities, and their hustle is according to their responsibilities. So your aunties and uncles and family members don't help you. Don't go angry with them. Try to ask yourself, if they were like you, who will help you? So I decided to take a bull by the horns. So I started doing the little money I had that I sold my house. I was sleeping with one of my friends. I begged him. I was going to Douala and buying computers, coming and selling, frying, beignet, security, working in Hilton Hotel, save money for a short interval. I was able to have 500,000 to buy my flight to go to Dubai. That is when I went to Dubai. I didn't tell my parents, my family members. No one knew I was going to Dubai. So I bought my ticket, went to Dubai, and that's how I started working so hard. 6 years ago, I was worth nothing. 6 years ago. To talk of 7 years, I was like zero, completely 7 years ago. Zero. Nothing. I believe in myself. Believe I can make it. I work in Dubai so nice. You start to see big people, business people, who want people to work for their businesses that are trustworthy to work for money and pay them more money. I find myself today in United States. I find myself in any country I want to go. Canada, UK, France, anywhere I have dreamed to go, I have gone. There's no country I've dreamed to visit I've not visited. Now I could walk around the world now as much as I want. Because 1, I believe myself. 2, I took a boat by the call. 3, I believe I was on my own. I have been on my own and I shall continue to be on my own. 3, I discovered that when I get some money, rich, settled in life, I could be able to help communities. That's why I have a charity organization. That's why upon coming to United States, the first paycheck I had, it was $2,400 or something like that. I took it and paid the school fees for orphans, even when I had no apartment, had no car, and had no bank account. That was a thanksgiving to God. And today, more and more blessings are coming. Why am I saying this? Fellow Amazonians, you are doing the right thing. You are on the right track. When you are doing that, don't look at the differences. Let me tell you, when I was in Dubai, one time I felt like going back. One time in summer and my head is hitting. One time I move around like and I'm like, I want to go back. I want to go back. I see people I don't even know from different nationalities facing so many problems as a black man, as an African who don't even understand English, doesn't even understand the accent of Asian people, people from other part of the world. But I was able to stand strong, consistent, resist, and say, no, you cannot give up. If others have done it, you can do it. Don't give up. Keep it going. That's when I started writing, don't give up, never give up, never give up. And I made it happen. And today I find myself to be able to understand so many accents, so many nationalities, so many people all over the world. In fact, from any part of the world, if you speak whether French or English, Arabic, whether it's Spanish, whatever, you cannot say anything behind me and I don't see. I end up being a very good communicator today. I end up being so much in communication between business people. I could talk very professionally to business people today because I've dealt with so many business people from different nationalities and diversities. This is the price of standing strong or never giving up. Fellow Amazonians, yes, you are standing on the right path. People are going to say you are fighting for a nation that is in Facebook, internet. You're never going to have it. But you know that your soldiers are in ground zero. But you know the reality is that as much as we put firepower in ground zero, as much as our self-defense units are all reinforced, we are in ground zero. They can say that we are internet, but as much as we go to internet and give accountability like this and send materials down there, let me tell you, that is an arrogant and rude way to reply to dictators. That's an arrogant and rude way to reply to people who think that your destiny is no more, to think that they have successfully destroyed your destiny. Their way to brutally, violently, vigorously, and stubbornly reply them is to give more weapons down there in ground zero. From all my life as a motivational speaker, for whom you know I was a motivational speaker, and you know I am a motivational speaker. You know I look at society from a different angle, from a different philosophy. You know, as a humanitarian, as a freedom fighter, as an activist, as somebody who believes in international human rights, the self-determination, right to self-defense, right to alienable human rights that we all know. Don't rape people, don't rape girls, don't subjugate people to impunity. Torture, these are all crimes against humanity. I stand here with my mind, rationally, to tell you people, the more you put guns and bullets to defend your girls and children and women, the more the international community will respect you. Why? Because you are now respecting the international community, the international human rights. Defending your women and children is a respect to the international human rights. International human rights says you must respect, you must defend your women and children from outsiders, from a country that is termed as an aggressor. Whenever an aggressor, because Cameroon is an aggressor to the people of the British Southern Cameroon, Amazonia. We are the defendants. We are defendants in terms of international politics. Cameroon is an aggressor, and that's why America, the UK House of Lords, London, Germany, Canada, everywhere now are spitting fire against Cameroon, because based on the international human rights, based on the Geneva Convention, Cameroon is defined as an aggressor. for those who know international politics. And Amazonia, the people of British Southern Cameroon, are defined as defendants. They only defend. They are defending. They are like, don't come. If you don't come to kill me, I will not see you. Don't come to kill my people. Remain in your area. Don't come. This is our area. We are at our home, our villages. We were born and raised here. Our crime is that we were born and raised in this place. We believe this is our land. This is what Amazonians are, defendants. And Cameroon is the aggressor, which is strongly the reason why the League of Nations was formed. League of Nations was formed after the World War I, because Germany became victorious and Germany was like a threat to the whole entire world. The League of Nations was a collection of countries that came together, put their military together and their resources to share intelligence and share the military power, what they call in international politics as balance of power and collective security. So the League of Nations came, many countries came together to put their soldiers and put and say, this is the soldiers. If Germany, you come up again, we are going to send a contingent of soldiers from different countries to crack you down. That is called collective security and balance of power, to protect other countries that were weak in Europe, that Germany was constantly putting them down. And now, after the failure of the League of Nations because of certain things they didn't foresee, they came after another war came again. Germany was able to spark again another one, the Second World War. Then after the Second World War, the international organizations and countries abroad decided to say, listen, the reason why the League of Nations fell was because certain things were not taken in consideration. We cannot in any way amend the League of Nations or try to do anything to mobilize or to revitalize the League of Nations. Let us just flush the League of Nations and drain the League of Nations and put the League of Nations in the trash. Anyone that was a leader in the League of Nations will no more be a leader in the new thing that is about to be formed. So every member and workers in the League of Nations were flushed. And then the new leaders decided to come up with what they call the United Nations. The United Nations have existed, of course. They have prevented the Third World War. Yes, of course. The Third World War was supposed to happen during the Peloponnesian War. During the Cold War. The bipolar Cold War that was fought between the Soviet Union and America. Bipolar. America, Soviet Union. America, Soviet Union. Bi means two people. Bipolar. The war of exchange of words. Exchange of words without exchange of fire, without exchange of missiles and guns. They would only come and put guns and say, listen, this bomb will be gone out if this, and then they will only, blabbling like blah 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 blah, on a war of words, exchange of words. That's called the Cold War. That prevented the Third World War that could have come in place because of the presence of the League of Nations. So the League of Nations came in place now, and they define now what they call collective security and balance of power. What I mean here is that so other countries now decided to come in the United Nations to form what they call the United Nations Security Council, where members of every country have soldiers in the United Nations peacekeeping force. The peacekeeping force of the United Nations is not owned by a particular country. So you have soldiers from maybe America. I don't know if America successfully withdrew their military because America wanted to do that. We have like UK, you have countries like France, other countries that are inside there, they are members. So if the United Nations Security Council want to take a decision, no country can alter because it's all and it's for everyone. So the League of Nations was formed after the failure of the the United Nations was formed after the failure of the League of Nations. Now, Amazonia, you are on the right track. Remember that whenever a leader fails, you must have to flush it. You don't flush a leader because you hate a leader, because it is part also of the international politics that anyone that has failed anything when it comes to civilians, you are supposed to flush it and go further, because you have 8 million people. Why will you cling behind one person that has failed if you really want to be free? The League of Nations fell and the international bodies flushed the League of Nations and brought the United Nations. Why would we keep leaders that have failed, embezzled money, done a lot of bad things, and even cause the arrest of soldiers down there, and even call people names as internet trolls, say they will not be moved, and then they start being moved? I mean, if you want to be rational, be rational. If you want freedom, be a freedom fighter. Don't fight for freedom and try to keep families inside it, relationship, nepotism, tribalism, favoritism. If you want to fight against all these things against the Republic, you are bound to be, even if it is your own father that commit a crime, you are supposed to make sure that he pay for his crime. If it is your sister or brother that commit a crime, you're supposed to pay for the fight for that. That's how you build a nation where you are the judge, and they bring your brother that commit a crime and rape, and you charge your brother according to what the law say about rape. You are not going to look as this my brother, he raped, maybe he was hungry of having a woman, let us see how we can do to have him a woman. No, charge him according to the crime of rape. Even though he's your brother, it doesn't matter. That's how a nation is being built. Why would you keep someone that have embezzled money? Why will you keep someone that have destabilized our unity? Why will you keep to bow down before somebody that ban other group that caused the division we have today. If somebody has not opened his mouth and say some groups are banned, some forces are banned, and started to disarm those forces, what is happening today in Ground Zero would not have happened. Remember, the energy we have in Ground Zero today was caused by particular people. Because your brother is a soldier in Ground Zero, you promote him to a field marshal, and you turn him to use him to fight and kill other soldiers. That is the cause of division in this struggle. It started from diaspora, from abroad. Those people that have their brothers in the defense forces or in whatever group they call it, they use that as a way to destabilize and bring division among us. We know the genesis of everything, but we behave as if it doesn't happen. Let me tell you first, if you don't look at the root cause of every situation, the way Cameroon has found itself today, we also will find ourselves in that. We can fight and win independence, but not peace. The people of Sudan fought and won their independence, but not the peace. We must be able to sweep the two at the same time, simultaneously. Gain our peace and independence so our country can move to flourish immediately after this. We will want to see our people stand together. For leaders that went to the first conclave, second conclave, third conclave, fourth conclaves, leaders that went to Washington DC Unity Conference, those are leaders that are not afraid of unity. Those are leaders that are not afraid of unity. Now we want to crown certain things today as leaders. First conclave, I don't even know whether they even exist in this struggle. Second conclave, I don't even know whether they exist in this struggle. Third conclave, I don't even know whether they exist in this struggle. Fourth conclave, I don't even know if they exist. Canada, Washington, that's where we started seeing them. And what happened after Washington? They destroyed it. Immediately destroyed. You saw the reality. Why destroy? Because their members are fighting to put them in place. Calling John Baakoro names. Consortium representative calling him names, how broke and poor he is. And that destroyed what? The integrity of Washington DC Unity Conference. The money that was raised there, they cling to it. You never ask a question. Why so many people come and pull money for other people and some people decide to keep the money? Because we made them to be what they are today. So in other words, we are lying that we want freedom, but at the same time, we are promoting dictatorship, promoting bad people and bad seed in this our nation, Amazonia. What we are today is a result of our activities. The result of our activities is the reason where we are today. The reason that we have today is because we allow people to come and segregate us. But rationally between me and you know how the revolution was being run before. Who tell me you don't want to be briefed by defense forces today? Tell me you don't want to hear that Bamenda's defense forces have done this to La Republic and they are crying. Since the division come, how many times have you seen La Republic police station raised down to ashes? Since they came in and started calling some type of groups that you don't even know, how many La Republic police stations have been burned down? Tell me what Free Marshal, I don't have any problem with Free Marshal. He's being manipulated by those abroad. But how many police stations and gendarmerie have they destroyed? Even the one that is in Alu is still there. The one that is close to their camp is still there. But you will come to see in Jakiri, one of the commanders in Jakiri, Commander Silas, who single-handedly in the broad daylight took out police from Jakiri, burned down that police station and raised to ashes. Today, what do you see? They came for him, destroyed the camp in Tan, and today there's no camp in Jakiri that is functional. And yet you want to believe in these people. All our forces that were destroying the colonial vestiges, wiping Cameroon out of our land, today they are on the run. They are being disarmed. Those that chop fire to say they must die in their land are being disarmed. Today, one of the bravest commanders like Commander Kapo are in the captivity of Sharjah, who takes command from one I am still investigating because there is a lot behind the scene that when I spill it out, some of you will be very confused. We cannot go into any collaboration, but why you are causing pain to some of our forces? That cannot happen. If we are going to any collaboration and unity, you are supposed to be very sincere and honest. You are not supposed to have some people behind the scene and trying to make them seem that they are other people, but they are you, causing pain to us again when we are the one going to collaboration. So I am on investigation what is going on in Bui, and when I come out, Amazonian, you shall be shocked. So whatever you are doing, we know that I'm already aware. Who are those behind? Who are those at the top that are hiding, that are not seen? Know that I know everything already. The soldiers, your own soldiers spoke to me directly now. Because they don't want to die. Your own soldiers, they don't like that politics too. Some of them have given me recorded messages about what you told them. You shall be surprised that the same soldiers you call your commandos are not even, they don't want to see what you are doing today. You shall be surprised that your own soldiers you call commandos are recording you. All the commands that you give them, they record and send to me. You shall be surprised. I have spoken to them and tell them, look, I simply want you people to fight and see this independence. I don't want you people to be destroyed, because if we just move the pre-fund from Bamenda, you are finished. If we just move the foundation of the defense unit in land, I want to tell the truth. When the ADF laid the foundation, the only support we had was from the pre-fund. I want to be honest. Whether we are with the pre-fund today or not, the pre-fund was the only one that was giving us backup back in the days. The pre-funds are from Mancon. Maybe people don't know. Give credit to where credit is due. These were the people that were giving us backup, because some of our forces we are fighting too with the pre-funds. You saw when Manjo BBC came to Bui during the time of protest with Honorable Joseph Wiba. There's a link between Bui and Bamenda like this. Mancon. So I told these soldiers, look, we want to have independence and we want you people to be the heroes of the nation. We want you people to be in TV's live. Let us be proud to see you like we see Honorable Molanjo Litimbu today. But diaspora is causing a fight that will happen and they will lose their lives. I spoke to my brothers in the dialect. And since the day I spoke to them in the dialect, they have been very open to me now. I hope peace, friend. I've asked them to free their brothers. Because the more they keep their brothers, one, the families of those brothers are going to rise up. Two, the weak families of those brothers, some of them don't even like to see their children fighting as soldiers. So now when you kidnap them, remember that now we get into land. There's nothing you can hide. The people know where your camps are. They know everything. They know how you do every day. But now when you start to kidnap their own children, what happened? Some of the families don't even like that their sons are amber soldiers. So they are going to take that as an advantage. Even though they love you, they don't want you to die. But now they will take that as an advantage to take their son, because they know if Cameroon government come and attack that camp and you lock their son in the house, what happened? Cameroon government is going to burn the house plus their children. So in other words, trying to save their children, some of the camps are being reported to Cameroon terrorists. And you get up one day and you see 2-3 soldiers have been killed. And you are wondering why they are killed. Because you yourself went and arrested your own brothers. And the family of those brothers you arrested, trying to rescue them, have no choice than to go bring terrorists that they hate. They hate the terrorists, but they want to see their children freed. I call on Amazonian forces to not in any way humbug civilians. Do not kidnap civilians. Don't arrest civilians and keep without any reasons. Don't do that. When you want to arrest councillors, first of all, arrest the parliamentarians. Arrest the DOs, the governors and the delegates. When you must have gotten the delegate, DOs and colonial masters before you can even think about councillors. Are councillors not your fathers and mothers in the villages? Councillors don't even, most of them don't even speak English. They don't even know what goes on in Yaoundé. Yaoundé has been using these councillors to get everything. So why would you trouble your own people that are your own fathers, that you know? You know them day to day. They give you food every day and then you turn around again and arrest them. And then the next day, Cameroon government come with the terrorists to come and they come and kill soldiers in the camp, and you are wondering why they kill you. But because you don't understand this. I have also called all Amazonian forces to stop route control by the route sites. It's killing so many people. Some of those cars are coming in civilians, but the first one that will come is La Republic Secret Intelligence inside. You ask for 2,000, they give you 5,000, they give you. Guess what? The next day or in the next couple of hours, another vehicle is coming like that, and you are stopping them to ask for the control. Only the gunmen come down and raid you down and kill you. We get up every time we saw our forces are being killed on route side, and you are asking why. You mounted a route block, and you think you are smart, you hide in the bush, and then when they stop, ask them to come out, they come out. You see they are civilians. Some of them are civilian, but they are military. And then they see from where you are coming out, they describe it. Sometimes they have body cameras, and you don't even know they have body cameras. 1 or 2 days they attack you and you kill, and then you don't understand. We have asked Amazonian forces to be targeted. Targeted means that, please, do not defend, attack. In Jakiri example, when Commander Sala, what he did to the police were well armed, but because it was in the broad daylight, police will normally not think that amber soldiers can storm the police station on a broad daylight. So he calculated and stormed the police station broad daylight, took them by surprise, and they ran away. He burned down the police station. So Amazonian forces do what they call targets. Do not, if I will suggest that if Cameroon soldiers attack, please go on a hiding. When they attack, refrain. Don't approach them when they attack. When they attack, just go and hide somewhere. Calculate them and take them by surprise. Because we have not been taking them by surprise. That's how General Ivo used to do. When you take them by surprise, what are the goodness? The goodness is that when you take them by surprise, one, you harvest your AKs from them. You take them by surprise and you are putting them down. As they are going down, the AK is going out there. You just go and pick the AKs. That is a big harvest. That's a big harvest. So you just go and take everything, AKs, groundnuts, sticks, everything, bulletproof, everything. You just take it, helmet. Come and destroy those things. Helmet and clothes, destroy them because they have tracking devices. You take your guns, come to the camp, destabilize the guns, see if there's any tracking device. You know how we do. You know how we do when we get those things. Do the same thing that we do when we get those things, destabilize it, open everything up, scatter it and see if there are tracking devices. So you have to organize how to attack, not how to just stand and wait until they come and attack your village. Try to track them, because when you track them, they don't know. You harvest the weapon materials, and two, they don't know. They don't know where you are coming from. They don't know your direction. They don't even know where to run to. You are bound to just finish all of them. So this is how you are supposed to fight now. Arrange and take a crusade. They call it a crusade. Take a crusade by surprise. Maybe they are drinking somewhere in a beer parlor. You take a crusade there and then you cover all of them at the same time. Trust me, whenever you surprise people, even in military, the only thing they do is they lie down. They don't even run. They are trained to just lie down wherever they are. To just lie down. So when you attack them, they will just fall down and lie down. They don't even know. You should have gone to which direction. The person attacking you is coming from which direction. So you understand? So fellow brothers and sisters, this is a tip for everyone there in Ground Zero. And all the people in Bui that are causing havoc, I know all of you. I have everything, your images, your pictures, your everything, family, everything, wherever you come from. And those of you that are sponsoring them, well, the group that is sponsoring them, well, it's going to be shocking. Going to be shocking. It's going to be shocking. Remember that we have also asked Grandpa in Batibo to free who? In Baali. Grandpa in Baali should free who? Kuraman. We have asked Grandpa. Grandpa is the one. If anything happened to Kuraman, it is Grandpa. This is for knowledge. Anything that happened to Kuraman, Grandpa is in charge. Anything that happened to Kuraman, whether Kuraman is dead, whether he's alive, Grandpa is in charge. I want to say it again for people who don't know this. Grandpa is the one that arrested Kuraman. Whether Kuraman was wrong or right, Grandpa is responsible for anything that happened to Kuraman. You can be a good soldier, but if you do bad, it's bad. Kidnapping a soldier, Grandpa, is bad. You think that you are right, but also some people think that they are right. So you have to only allow soldiers to coexist. So Grandpa is a good soldier, but Grandpa has committed a war crime. Kidnapping Kuraman is a bad thing. You can be as good as, let's say, General RK, a big number. As you kidnap a soldier, you have done a crime against humanity. We cannot compromise that. You have no legal authority to kidnap somebody and keep like that. So Grandpa, we have been asking you that anything happened to Kuraman, you are in charge. And you will go in for accordingly, because this is human rights abuses. So Grandpa is in charge of anything that happened to Kuraman. Don't attack anyone else until otherwise in further details. So now, fellow Mandelas, thank you so much for today, for all that you have done. Thank you so much, fellow Mandelas, for all your resistance, for all the good things that you have been doing. Mandelas, you are amazing. You are unmeasurable. Abundance of thanks. If I was like a dog, you know, the dog that has a good tail, a tail that has like a lot of fur, I could have been like dancing all over here and my tail making a lot of dust right here. If I was like a horse, I could have been doing the horse dance. You know, the horse dance, where the horse put the legs up and then they are dancing. I'm so much thrilled, so much moved by all your efforts to defend homeland, by all your efforts to defend and secure our leadership that be. I want to thank you all, Mandelas, because Liberation TV or me alone by myself, I couldn't do it better. I want to thank also people who participated today and share and invite. I want to thank all the Amber Queens that we called today. We called Amber Queens today and they spoke so bigly and fatly. We could have loved to call an Amber King today, even though I think that some of them are, as usual, at work. But we might have loved to call 1 or 2 of them. Maybe to listen from them. But I know that most of them are at work right now. Maybe we give it a try. Why not? Before we go today. So let the guys don't say that we have discrimination against guys. We don't want gentlemen to say we have discrimination here. Okay, we might not have to hear from this caller right now, so we are going to take another second caller. We take the second caller. Let's take the second caller and see. Hello, man of God.
Hello?
Is that man of God?
Mr. Bella, how are you doing?
Sir, so we are calling you today. Is a day in Mandela platform. We decided to call some people randomly. We have called some Amber Queens, and now we want to call gentlemen, so that we have balance and equality too. So it shouldn't be like we are only for women. Today is the day Mandelas are handing over their phones today, thanking everyone, appreciating all Mandelas for all the good job that they are doing. Do you have anything to say today in the Liberation TV live? Everyone is listening to you right now.
I'm sorry, I'm not in the mood of talking. I am actually at a very busy meeting now. I can't talk. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you so much. That was a surprise call. Thank you so much. We'll get back to you later. Okay, the caller is in a meeting, so we want to call another caller. We want to make equality here. These are surprise calls, you know. Surprise calls are like that. These are surprise calls. Wanna give another surprise call here?
Bluetooth mode.
Another surprise call. Another surprise call is coming up before we end the talk show today. We wanna give a surprise call to somebody right now. I'll be going out too because I have to ship some pins. I have to go out and ship some pins. Aha! Hello, man of God.
Yeah, how are you?
Great. So this is a call from Liberation TV Live. We decided to call you today to hear from you.
Let me go ready.
Sorry for the surprise we are giving to you today.
It's okay. Let me go where I have a quiet.
All right, waiting for you. So, fellow Amazonian, this is a surprise call. It's a surprise call. You see, they are always ready to start. Okay, hello. This is Liberation TV. This is live. We decided to give you a surprise call. You are one of the, most important people and very, very strategic people that we decide to call in the men's category today. Mandela also handing over their contribution 1 or 2, the monthly contribution and the pin project to the designated signatories. We want to thank you also for your support and for your pledge to support the emergency for ADF Bui. I want to thank you so much for that too, and for all the contribution that you've been doing. Today, what do you have to say, so far as our struggle is concerned, in general terms? What do you have to say? Amazonians are listening to you right now.
Well, you know, the revolution is a very a road has only one destination. It's a road that don't have no turning back. So it's a journey. When you indulge in a journey of changing life, changing your destiny, you have no other option but to pursue it to its ultimate end. So that being said, we are on the right track. We're on the right track, despite the upheaval, despite the challenges, which is normal in any other revolution. You know, so the only thing we have to do to succeed as a people is a continual depoliticization of Ground Zero. We have to depoliticize Ground Zero. It starts from us. It starts from your brothers. It starts from your mother. You must speak to the boys on the ground that the flag is what they have, and they should never turn their weapons against their brother. Whenever they do that, you might win short term and long term you're going to lose, because your brother will retaliate one day. It's a losing proposition. I know sometimes there are people in the diaspora who ignite division, who ignite confusion, who ignite troubles in the Ground Zero. Because your aim is that when the forces fight among themselves, it gives La Republique a breathing room to carry on those activities. So there are people within ourselves who no longer believe in the optimism of a free Amazonia. So there have been room in their mindset. They are not black effect, but they have continually been with a pessimistic message that they will not make it. So they have come to a point where they think that they don't have to talk. So now, because of ego, what Simon Fred talk about the ego, they don't want to believe that other people leave others to do what they can do better. You see, there are people who are destined for this thing. You don't have to support them. Not everybody will do the same thing. It's a relay race. If you run and give to someone else to continue. If you can't, don't be mad and throw the baton on the ground. Support your brother if you are tired to carry the baton. So that is the state of our revolution. But we just have to hold on tight with prayers, with our human resources, with our selflessness. We'll get to our destination.
Thank you so much. And what is the message you have for Ground Zero, especially our forces and civilians?
Say it again.
Thank you so much for that your take. Thank you so much. We appreciate. Do you have any message for Ground Zero forces, fighters, and civilians?
This is what I was telling. The civilian is their primary protection. The civilian is their primary source of protection. Now, never force Ground Zero for contribution. Rather, have a cordial relationship with Ground Zero. When you force or you kidnap somebody for ransom, the next letter person might call somebody to indicate your hideout. So, anytime you torture your own people, you are digging your own grave. So my message to Ground Zero forces is, understand you are going through very difficult times, difficult challenges, but remember that your population is your first line of protection.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, man of God. Thank you so much. And sorry for this surprise call. People just wanted to hear from the man of God. And your advice and whatever you say is in line 100% with what we are fighting for, and that's true. So we really want to thank you so much for this your time. You dedicated your consistency, your commitment, and devotion to stand for the people that have been on their own and continue to be on their own. Thank you so much, and God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Motivation TV. May God bless you.
Amen. Oh. So, fellow brothers and sisters, fellow Amazonians, this is an interaction, very interactive. And this is a way we want to talk to our people. Open TV channels. Allow people to call. Feel free. If you are fighting to free the people, why you don't allow the same people to have freedom? You are fighting to free the people. Hear from them. Hear how they want to be free. There's one thing I've been saying I discovered. Since the revolution started is 3 years. 3 years is a great significant difference in age. I come to discover that those at the age of 25 and below, they think a little bit different than the way I think. Those at the age of 25 and below are thinking slightly different. Now, as a freedom fighter, you must understand that what your own age generation are thinking is not what the young people are thinking. But if you have to fight for a freedom that will last, don't fight for what only your generation think. Don't fight even looking at what the old people think. They will soon leave. Fight according to what your generation is thinking in relation to the next subsequent generation. When the America made their constitution, they made their constitution in such a way that even in 1,000 years, everyone will like it. They were not making constitution based on what they love at the time. It was based on what they love at the time, which is independence, of course, and then based on inclusivity of the next subsequent generation. That's why the US Constitution has been amended only 27 times maximum. That's it. For more than 200 years, only 27 times. But you have Cameroon Constitution that Biya has been president for 37 years, amended the Constitution for 36 times. Yeah. You understand that? So, fellow brothers and sisters, as much as we are fighting, understand that the younger people perception of freedom might not be the same as us. So we must have to do a lot of research, case studies, empirical studies, and know exactly what our younger ones too will like. I think that the younger generation will like to go to the parks on their holidays, on Sundays, when they go to church. You take the children to the park to go and play in the playing ground, children playing ground, where they can enter tunnels and those things and come out, they swing, and so on and so forth. I think that the next generation want to have that. The children want to have that. I also think that the younger generation below the age of 25, they want to have, these are people at the active age, they're going to get engaged soon, have girlfriends. They want to take their girlfriends to very good recreational places, good restaurants, good bars, good pool parties and so on, social life. So as much as we are fighting, we have to know that we have to enhance our social life. That's why we have to help Ground Zero to celebrate this Xmas. We have to send a lot to them so they can celebrate. They have to celebrate. So we have to continue to stand with them every time, my people. Just the bottom line is that we have to understand that what the people at the age of 20, 10 years old gonna expect is not what we expect today. So I call for everyone to practice what they call tolerance and inclusivity. Be very inclusive. Be very tolerant. Be tolerating. Listen from other people. Don't only say you know. Try to be a little bit loosen up. I know we have insecurity problem. I know sometimes we loosen up and they fought us and people fought us and did a lot of things bad to us. But in terms of policy making, be very inclusive in policy making. When you want to make a policy, know that you are not making the policy for only the old people or people at the age of 40. You think you are at the age of 40, the way you think is not the way us at the age of 30s are thinking. When you are at the age of 30s like us thinking, no, the people at the age of 20s are not thinking like you. You have got to bring people at that age to listen, to see how they think, and then before you make a policy. Don't make a policy at the age of 50 listening to people that are at the age of 60s. Don't make a policy, you are a leader at the age of 40. You make a policy listening to people at the age of 70s. You have to be inclusive to bring people at the age of 20 to listen to what they are saying, even though their brain might not be fully developed, but think about what they want. And then you know how to give them that in the best way. So when we go and listen to all advisors and all leaders, we are going to end up like Ashawari Republic today. The reason why Ashawari is what it is today is because anyone they listen to are people that are already on their way to the grave. Most of them have worked for Cameroon government, save a lot of money that they are abroad, living good life. And you go and listen advice from somebody that was a worker when people were suffering. How can that person advise you? What does the person know about suffering of the people? When they were working under Cameroon government at the time when SDF and other people were fighting to liberate Anglophone people. So anyone that has been a member of BS regime, please, I want to tell you, I'm so sorry to say this. Avoid those people. Anyone that has been a member under BS government, that have worked under BS government, Cameroon, please, I'm so sorry. Sorry to say this. If you want to be successful to have your independence, avoid those people. Let those people be like members funding the revolution. That's their job. They're just members, citizens funding the revolution. But if you put them as leaders, I'm telling you, they are going to fail, and don't blame them. They don't know anything about the suffering of the people of Amazonia. What policies are they going to put in place? The only best leaders for our struggle are Akwakurus, not Ajebotas. Akpakuru man a man where them be driving for school, like probably been locked up for jail, arrest them, man where don't be radical for like, those are the people supposed to be your leaders. You go carry some person with big jaws, big belly, can't put as a leader. We don't the chop plenty, chop group pot. Man we don't the chop your family get money, you go to school, become a credit union manager, steal some money from credit union, went abroad, and then you successfully again meet him as a leader. What does he know about the suffering of the people? You have to be very tactical. Leaders are people that have suffered. La Republic have tortured them, kidnapped them, done all sort of bad things against them. Apakuru, these are people supposed to lead liberation. Not that Jeboda cannot even run. See your leaders. Let me tell you something today. You catch this leader, put them down there. Which one you say? If they ask you, say, okay, Bia has arrested all our leaders now. Which leader, based on the current roadmap that we have guns and bullets at the roadmap to have independence. Which leader they catch all Amazonian leaders and look? Which one will you have to? If you have only 200 million to give and free one leader, which leader will you risk your 200 million to be free? Which leader? Tell me the truth here. Speak, turn and look at your face on the mirror. Don't tell me the answer. The answer is to you. I want us to read an article here before I go today. There's an article I want to read. Wonderful article I want to read before I go. Wonderful article I want to read here. A soldier from Bui went to see the grandpa, and there's something the grandfather told him. I want us to listen to this. Wow, it went viral. I didn't even know. I want us to read this together. I want to bring it on the screen so we can read together. This soldier here, fighting in Bui state of Amazonia, was called by his grandfather. Called him. The grandfather is a big man of the compound. He was scared to go. He didn't know. He thought that, oh, why should the grandfather be calling me? Maybe La Republic has come there trying to use his grandfather to kidnap him. So he went there with so many forces, and he hid the forces. On the way to entering the compound, he told the forces to hide. So the forces hide, that if something happened, they will give a backup. You know, you don't trust even your parents at this time. But what his grandfather did was surprising to him, that he ended up calling all the forces to come and listen to the grandfather. I want us to read word to word from his mouth right here. Please share and invite as we are reading. Share and invite as we are reading this, because this is a food for thought for all of us. Everyone, I want you people, please share and invite his grandfather to kidnap him. Share and invite for the last time today, because we are reading this. Please share and invite. Listen to what the grandpa is telling an amber soldier today. The son did not know that grandpa was like a wisdom man that seeing everything, and the grandpa is being advised by the village advisors. The man did not, the young fighter did not even know that his grandfather, the Shufai, is being advised how the war is going on. He thought that the Shufai is sitting like that and he's not getting in touch with everything. He did not know that the Shufai knows that he was fighting. He's the son, the grandson of the Shufai. Please listen to this. Share and invite. Everyone on the screen. Everyone on the screen. Share and invite. Listen to this. Look at this. This is amazing. So, I want you to see the picture of the soldier. I blurred the pictures, but this is a soldier here. This guy here is a soldier. This is the reality. This guy that you see here is a soldier fighting under a faction in Bui of Amazonia. He's a soldier fighting over Bui. You see here, this guy is a soldier. He don't know that whatever he was doing, his parent and his big compound was aware. So he was called by the Shufai, the family head of the big compound. So let us read it together. Let us read this together. I want us to read this together. This amber self-defense soldier wrote a true life story from ground zero as follows. This is the soldier now talking. What I'm reading now is the soldier. Consider me as that soldier. So what I read now is what the soldier. Consider me as that soldier. So this is what the soldier wrote. My father, the Shufai of our family compound, whom I didn't know follows the struggle, or even know I am a member of Amazonian Defense Forces, surprised me yesterday evening. One of my uncles came to me with the message, Shufai want to see you urgently before you make the journey you are about to make. And he asked himself, Johnny? I asked, and my uncle said, that was the message. I was like, how did he know I am about to go somewhere? I'm about to go somewhere. The gods must be crazy, I thought. I put a team together and off to our family compound, our compound, and we left. I kept my team a distance away from our compound, preparing to refuse everything about being a soldier. He wants to refuse that he's a soldier because he don't think that his family follow him. So I was asked to sit down. He was asked to sit down in the shoe fight. To sit down in the shoe fight. When my cousin came in to say, they said I didn't come alone, that I should call those on the route. So they discovered that he was not coming alone, and they asked him to call those on the route, the soldiers that he asked them to stood on the route. Praying that I didn't hear him well, but behold, I heard him said something again. This is someone who helped sponsor my education before this crisis, and I didn't want to fail him. I waited for about 10 minutes. Still, Dad didn't show up. So I took out my phone and sent an SMS to my second in command, asking them to walk in. They came in and met me in what was about 9 minutes. Shufai stepped in. Shufai is his father, and asked, Shufai is the head of a big compound, and asked him to put wine in the wine pot. You know, in the traditional big compound, there's a wine pot, a big pot where they put wine there, and then they start to serve people to drink. So I did and served them. They took a sip and then greeted us and told us he knows about the quarrels and infighting in Bui. They said I shouldn't be afraid, that they knew it was Amber from day one. 6 of your uncles gathered here every after 2 nights over this same pot to brief me about the struggle, they said. I was surprised at this, but for one of my uncles who supports us openly, I wanted to ask, Father, you are one of the kingmakers. Why didn't you advise our father the phone? But the question was too heavy to ask. Our father continued that in amid 2015, one of our leaders came from the white man's land and was organizing groups here in So. And his first stop was in this Shufai over this same pot. I blessed them and made Ntangri sacrifices with them. They told me of their plans to begin what started already prematurely in 2016, in 2018 now. Then I remember someone who told me this. Our father then looked at us and said, they are following up the mishaps in Bui, and that if we are not careful, the devil will eat us all. That devil don't even realize they are devils, because they see good in everything they do. I called you here to ask you a question that I don't want the answer, because the answer is for you all, not for me. Be honest to yourself. As your answer is as you drink from this, as you answer it, as you drink from this pot of honesty, from which your forefathers drank. What is the name of that man again? The president of IG. You can answer this one. They said Seseku. We all answered, and father said no, not Seseku. I cannot forget that one. Is Seseku not the one detained with Berinyoy? Shufai Berinyoy is one of the barristers that were arrested in Nigeria and detained with Seseku. So the Shufai and old man said no. For that one Seseku I know. Is he not the one that is detained with Berinyoy, Shufai? We said he is, and he said, I am asking, Sako, my second came in, and father said, yes, that is the name, Sako. If Sako and Cho Ayaba are arrested by someone called Paul Biya, asking for 2 billion for either Sako or Cho Ayaba, giving Biya the choice to choose just one between them, who do you think Biya will pay for, Sako or Ayaba? Who do you think Biya will pay for, Sako or Ayaba? Keep your answers to yourself, because your answer will help you know if you are fighting with the right leader or not. If you are honest, my blessings are on you. Don't fight the others. Preach to them. The day you respond to the others by fighting back, so is death. It is finished. And then, Father, let us there with our brains. Let us here with our brains still standing up. It took us some time before our brains sat down with us and we started asking ourselves, who have troubled Biya more in actions? And we started asking ourselves, who has troubled Biya more in action and words? And there was only one answer. So the soldiers say they sat down as a group for which they were, and they said it took us some time before our brains sat down with us because of what the old man has said. We started asking ourselves, who in Amazonia as a leader has troubled Biya more in action and words? And there was only one answer. Just like my father asked us, so I ask you, who do you think Biya will pay for and why? Your answer will help you stand by the right leader. It helped make us stronger. Hope it helps you too. And the soldier concluded by saying, see you all when I come back, God willing. Let my father say, like my father said, we should be careful the day we fight each other. We are so dead. This is a real story from a soldier in Ground Zero, as you see here. Fellow brothers and sisters, this is full of wisdom. This is full of a lot of reflection. If Biya is given a chance to wipe out one leader from Amazonia, will Biya wipe a leader that goes to Cameroon and lay the foundation of self-defense that have wiped almost more than thousands of Cameroon soldiers? Or Biya will wipe out a leader that sits and go to Canada or only Europe abroad or to Brazil or only in America? If you are Biya and you want Cameroon one and indivisible, which leader in Amazonia you are given a chance to wipe out? Only one leader. Which leader you as Biya will wipe out? Sako or Dr. Cho Ayaba? The old man is asking, the Shufai, the man of wisdom is asking this question on top the pot of ancestors and saying, if you do the right thing, my blessing are on you. You are drinking from the same pot that so many people drank. Your father drank, your forefathers drank. If you take the right decision, the pot and the tradition and the ancestors are with you. Our soldiers were given this opportunity to think for themselves. For whatever they do that's right, the ancestors will stand with them. And the blessing of the Shufai will be upon them. If you were Paul Biya to wipe one leader from Amazonia, only one opportunity, which leader will you wipe out? The one that went to ground zero and laid the foundation of self-defense? The one that has cloned people like Sheikh Kabiwa Malim, who constantly go there and lay there and teach them on how to operate big sticks? Who are you going to arrest and keep? Sako or Dr. Cho Ayaba? The ground zero people, advisors are telling our soldiers now to reason. Because they know where the in-house fighting is coming from. They know who are the cause of the fighting that is going on in ground zero. I don't want to answer to you the question too, because it is a call for wisdom for the old man who has asked us, all of us, to think and reason and answer the question ourselves. I know my own answer, so you know your own answer. I'm not going to tell you my answer. I will not tell you salvation is personal. I will be accountable for everything I do on earth, says the Lord. For everything you do, salvation is personal. I know my own leader. I know the leader I choose now, based on this motivation, based on the wisdom. It's not even motivation, it's wisdom. A man is speaking with wisdom. Which leader do you choose? Don't tell me the answer. Keep it on you. Because the old man is not saying, tell him the answer. He said, keep your answer onto yourself. But the answer you take is the reason why you will live longer. I'm telling you folks, this is a turning point. If you don't reason about this, then your brain is flat. You will never reason again. We have come in the revolution not to make friends. Don't forget. Don't make friends when people are dying the blood. How do you make friends even seeing the ashes of Mami Api, ashes of our people, Batibo Bello? Look at what happened. How they burned down almost 30 people to ashes after killing them with chemical weapons. You want to make friends? Do you really want to make friends? Do you really want to have a friend in the revolution? No. We call leadership. Leadership is because of pragmatism, because of the route map, because of the criticality, whatever they put in tape. That's what makes leadership different. I call all Amazonians. This is time for us. It's time for all of us to act. Time for us to stop deceiving ourselves. Use our consciences as we were given free of charge to think and reason. After independence, we shall make a lot of friendship if we want. In fact, I love to throw parties. I love to throw heavy parties with heavy DJs and heavy artists and celebrities. I shall show to Amazonians my experience over the years in the American entertainment industry. We shall throw heavy parties. So many heavy, whether you want the Don Jazzys, whatever you want, the Daphnes and so on and so forth, they shall come on the stage for you, free of charge, so you can enjoy. You don't even know how artists are going to be paid. All you need to know is to enjoy when the time comes. You will make friends. You have opportunity to make so many friends. You want me to be your friends, I'm available, but now I'm not going to be friends with anyone. We don't make friends in revolution. You just think critically what we need to free our people. That's all we should be thinking about. Leadership is based on skills, based on this, what they bring on the table, principles, ideologies, opinions, roadmap. That is what the leadership is supposed to be based upon. Not based on I love you, I love you, I love this person, it's from my tribe, it's from my village, it's from this. No, I don't even want to know where they come from. All I want to know is, are you Amazonian? Yes. I don't even need to know your village, wherever you come from. Trying to dig where they come from is already part of tribalism. And you know what tribalistic people have done in the revolution? People deny problems, and today they are moving around and crying for forgiveness, crying for unity. People have come and injected the revolution with dictators, and today they are crying that they made a wrong decision. But today we are still speaking to you. As a motivational speaker, we are winning bigly and partly. Revolution is moving on straight line. Continue to straighten the path for our revolution to move on. Open your wings to America. America is the only negotiator, the only mediator we have set. If America is not going to sit on the table of mediation, of negotiation, we are not going to be part of that useless nonsense. America is the only country we have all said can negotiate for us. As America negotiates, we are going to see if they are negotiating from our own position of strength or they are putting us in a position of weakness, because thou shalt not listen to any position of weakness. At this time, America is doing a great job, and we appreciate. We thank America, thank President J. Trump. Trump, you won already the next election. Zambazonia have independence. Trump, you are the next election. In fact, we are trying to ask American Constitution to try to keep you more time to be the president. Give Amazonia independence, and we will be with you all the time. That's what we are saying here. So, need Trump, God bless you. New survey what we could do. Shati, Abela Abone, Patapa, we are going to be like no teacher, one will be like, hey, okay, for, eh? Here, Abela Abone, here. Osa, you can coupe, These are languages from Amazonia that I'm greeting Nate Trump, President J. Trump. We salute you, Trump. God bless you. We could do very well for you. So, fellow brothers and sisters, I want to thank you all for being together in Liberation TV today. It's a marvelous and very, very great job from you all. Tremendous efforts. We are winning bigly and fatly. We have just been talking for 3 hours and 28 minutes. 3 hours and 28 minutes. That's great. That's great. That's good job. Good job for all of you people that stood here and didn't give up. Continue to share and invite. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful time. And we are wishing our people good during this festive period as Xmas is coming. Thank you so much. God bless you. And goodbye.
Fell